Yep. Troy's been after him. Yep.
I got him a ton of stuff today too. I got some artwork back from him too, so it's good.
As long as it's a fair exchange.
As long as it's a fair exchange of trade.
I think it is. Yes, it is. Troy can't complain now. Yep. He could before, but now I think he's starting.
What's up, Patrick? We're at 18:25 already, and technically we haven't started yet, so.
Uh-oh, I need to log into Twitch here too.
Hi, Patrick.
I'm like Jay, I'm trying to do 4 things.
Oh, I know, 4. It's like 12. Everyone should have shout-outs programmed in, everyone. And so I should have shout-outs for the whole
Yeah,
crew.
you worry about those buttons. Yeah, you've been in trouble
I know.
past week with those buttons.
What's up, Kurt? Yep. Can you hear me? Sound check, sound check.
Yeah. We had a sensitive discussion, and Jay, 20 minutes into, was like, "Damn, we're streaming."
No, actually, Patrick whispered me. The engineer whispered me. He goes, "You're still live." This is Wednesday night when Troy came by afterwards.
That was so awesome.
I was only about 5 or 6 people that were that saw it.
Yeah. So now it's like only 5-6 people.
It's like the urban legend now of what we discussed.
Now everybody knows. Yeah.
Yeah. I got crap all around me because of all the giveaways that have come in. Sponsorships exploded. And I had another channel join last night, fill the Friday night spot. So only got 1 spot that was open that Sunday morning, and we're okay without that. So good. That was another Greyhawk Reborner. I'll put the Greyhawk Reborn all in the same row. There we go.
Welcome, Ron.
Switch over to the next screen here.
Hey, Ron.
There.
Sorry, most people usually just can call it Wanderer Shaven.
Crossing the void.
Oh, is
beyond the wall of worlds.
Is that one of your followers?
The Arc of Time.
I was on Wanderer's Haven all last year. I was part of the production team over there. That's
cool.
That's Jeremy.
Cool.
He's a cool dude.
Oh, that's awesome to hear.
There is light.
Yeah, he and Kevin
It's
are
too easy
running
to say
a
that
nice
there are
little
two
channel of
sides
stuff
to every
over there.
coin.
They had a Vason game on earlier that was a lot
Nice.
of fun. Wanderer's
For
Haven
law
does some cool
flirts with
stuff.
tyranny.
All right, here. Well,
Chaos
since you
invites
recommended
freedom.
here, let me see.
Evil consumes
Why isn't that
all it
popping up there?
knows.
All right, I just followed you
Good
guys. There you go.
except suffering.
I'll check it out.
And those in the middle, they are worse.
I hear Chuck
They know
talking,
nothing
but Chuck's mouth's
except
closed. How's that
The
possible?
Codex Infernum and the Codex Exalted. Two source
magic?
books that bring
I've not
in-depth
said a word.
knowledge about being
You're
the
talking
law
right now.
From
Because
the
you're a
farthest
nerd,
reaches of the
Jay.
heavens to the darkest
Because
depths.
he's playing it out.
Hallucinating.
Because I have an old
Both of
ad.
these
That's
titles
why.
come with new
Oh.
color art.
You
new
could
creatures,
also be
new
hallucinating.
powers,
That is
No, that's
entirely
actually-
plausible right
and
now.
That's
given
possible.
The
information,
current state of
providing
affairs
lore,
for
backgrounds, names,
It's the dementia setting in.
mechanics,
Chuck looks like he's about to fall
and
asleep.
much more.
No, I'm
These
real
incredible tomes
shitty today.
are
I'm
filled
not-
It
with
is?
demons
I'm
and
sorry to hear
angels,
that.
devils,
It's
Oh,
all right.
bummer.
and celestials. unleashing the powers of good and evil, law
What are
and
you gonna do?
chaos. On
And now
your
you're stuck
table,
with us, Chuck.
Protosis Infernum and Exaltum,
Yeah.
bringing creatures
from
hallowed
bad
and
to
profane
worse here.
into your adventure.
No.
Pledge and share today.
Troll Lord Games.
What time we got?
Join the
6:51.
fray.
All right. I'll take a look and see. I'll take a look and see whose hour is off. Who's not here yet? In a second here. Just give me 1 minute. One thing I gotta do. Man. So Chuck, you'll be all right, man. I have faith in you.
How's your day been? Everybody had a good day today, pretty much?
No,
I don't think any of us have.
it's too much, but it's okay.
Mine's been okay.
I had a great day. I watched a movie and painted all day.
Oh, that's awesome.
Wonderful. That's great.
Good for
I'll
one
have a
of
good day
us.
for all of you.
I can't complain either. It's been busy, but
Some
fun.
cocoa?
Yep.
Yeah.
I had a decent day, but then Baltimore lost, so.
Uh-oh.
Sports ball?
That was
Yeah.
It was terrible the way they lost too.
It was.
Captain Ron, he's
On the
someone
half
seems
yard
to like
line.
it. So
There's
yeah.
Jason, Critical
We have
Dice.
a fan down there that, yeah. Welcome, Jason.
The Ravens are just the old Browns. Good for them.
Time 6:53. Look at that. We're a few minutes early anyway.
Yeah.
Probably get some raids in shortly. Rob's finishing up his third game. Rob's already, because he couldn't do it next to the normal time, he's done 3 games. I think he's raised $1,705 right now. So,
Nice.
yeah. He said he's going to be matching that at least. So,
You're,
so everyone, so we got some new people here. Michael, you got Anna, and you got Darling Creepshow, which you know, and then you got the middle row is all members of Greyhawk Reborn. They don't live stream, but they're continuing 5th edition Greyhawk after the Living Greyhawk era. They got Chuck Combo, Troller Games. And we got Jason Russell, the Critical Dice in the corner here. Let me see who's missing from 7.
hey, Jay,
Yes, sir.
that's the wrong prize amount.
Yeah, I know, and I can't change it now.
Oh,
'Cause
okay.
that's what I asked you for, and you sent me something else. So,
Yeah, we don't have those like that. So.
but I don't, no one will care.
No, I don't think so. It's
I can't change it now. I'm like, oh, shit.
No, it's okay.
We got 8 giveaways, so it'll be all right. Everyone will understand. I hope. So.
Just blame it on Darling.
Oh, Gargamon found the
I'll
whip.
take it.
Gargamon found the Troy whip, the emote I just did.
Damn.
Oh my gosh. Gary, yeah, because I got all these emotes. Gary got live. Thanks for the raid-in. I think Garner's hour too.
Great.
Thank you so very much. All right. We're in Lord Peaks Haven, getting ready to start another talk show on Sunday night, but this one's a special one, so let's come live. Why don't we? I think we have everyone. Steven's not coming, right, Chuck?
No. In fact,
Alright. So we got the first one. All right. Got it. All right. Good evening, everyone. How is everyone doing? Hopefully you're doing a little better than me with my multitasking has not been the best today. It's been nuts. But I'm looking so forward to let me hit up that raid-in again for GaryCon Live. So thank you so very much for coming in, everyone. I know you have seen a lot of charitable work over there at the GaryCon channel, Garner. Thank you. And Luke, I know, does a lot. Luke's a great friend of the channel and of all of us in the community. And we're really fortunate to have you participating. And Garner will talk about in the second hour. But I got a great bunch of guests. We're going to talk about what their streams are doing, show a lot of the sponsor giveaways, which are unbelievable again this year. And explain how all that works, and just have a fun time raising money for St. Jude and our 6th annual fundraiser. So Anna, introduce yourself. We'll go ladies first, and we'll go clockwise. How's that sound? So,
okay, I'm Anna B. Meyer, and I'm the kind of the co-conspirator here, helping out Jay a little bit. And normally I'm a fantasy cartographer, so I sit and do maps of Greyhawk and a bunch of other places. And yeah, so that's me.
Darling.
Hi, hello, I'm Darling Creepshow. I'm just your resident creep on Twitch. I paint miniatures primarily, but I also play TTRPGs all across the web, where you can find me as Darling Creepshow. Thanks for having me, Jay. Again this year.
Of course,
Yeah.
darling. Miko.
Hello there. I am Miko, otherwise known as the Okayest GM. I am a co-founder over at Falcon Myth, and I like to run games, produce games, play games, and do anything with games.
Games is the key word there.
Yes.
So yes. Why is it showing my bar below? Oh, because there's chat up. I'm not even going to worry about it. I don't want to crash anything. So Miko's new to the fundraiser, and thank you so very much. We're actually running 2 streams now, so it's going to be great. I really appreciate your participation.
No problem.
Dave, kick it off for Greyhawk Reborn.
Sure. Dave Greary, retired teacher, and one of the admins for Greyhawk Reborn, a 5e living Greyhawk campaign, organized play campaign. We've been doing this now for over a decade, so looking forward to working with you guys again and raising some money for St. Jude.
Really appreciate it, Dave. Your team is wonderful, and some of your DMs. Lando, a regular to the community. What's going on?
Hello, I'm Lando Dershmichai, also known as Ross. I'm a GM for Greyhawk Reborn, as well as a whole bunch of other systems. And I run games for cons and events as well.
Excellent. You do some stuff for Troller Games, too.
Yes, I do.
Fantastic. Chuck is also very appreciative, I know. So, oh, by the way, everyone, exclamation point drawing. There are 8 Troller Game gift certificate giveaways. 8 of them tonight. Just stick around. You got to be on the claim. 25, 20s, and 10s. Okay, so stick around. Please sign up for them. Lando, thank you. Ron.
25, 15s, and 10s.
I don't even remember. Chuck, I'm lucky if I remember what time it is right now.
Hashtag elderly.
I can't even remember what time it is. So, Ron, go for it.
Yeah, Captain Ron on the socials from Greyhawk Reborn. One of the GMs, one of the admins. I do a lot of the online liaisoning for Greyhawk Reborn. Run our Discord, and also had a chance to play Meryl Sheridan at the Greyhawk events last year in the big the Grand Joust. Came in 4th.
Yeah, you did. You did. That's right.
Doing that again. Looking forward to that again sometime. Glad to be here.
It was a real fun undertaking, absolutely. And the Grand Joust every year is the main event we do during Virtual GrowCon in October. So we'll keep on kicking that out every year. I know everyone loves it, and we'll make sure that we have fun playing, continue to play in that. And I appreciate you being here, Ron. Thank you so very much. Let's go to our new. We'll save Chuck for last because he's used to being last. Jason, Critical Dice, tell us a little about yourself and welcome and thank you.
Yeah, of course. Glad to be here. My name is Jason Russell. You can find me at Critical Dice on Instagram and Heaven Help Us TikTok. You can also find the stuff that I do at thecriticaldice.com. Dice subscriptions, merch, and more. And I also now stream pretty regularly on my Twitch channel, critical_dice. And I do a lot of D&D stuff and help provide resources to people to have more fun playing around their tables.
And we just got you in last night, which is I really appreciate.
Yes. No problem.
Filling that Friday night slot, 10 p.m., which is huge for us. So thank you so very much for joining that. And I hope that you have as much fun as everyone else does every year with this. It's just a wonderful, wonderful fundraiser event. So thanks, Kentucky Fried. Appreciate the every sub. And last but not least, Troller Games, Chuck Cumbo.
Howdy. I'm Chuck Cumbo. I'm the community director for Troller Games, and we make games, we make fun, and we have to take care of Jay when we can.
Yeah, thank you.
Good,
It's usually the other way.
Yeah.
Let's all admit it's usually the other way around.
Sure? You're a mess. It's good to be here. I'm glad you let me come on tonight.
Of course.
We can talk about the charity thing going on.
Yes, absolutely, and that's what we're going to start it off with. So, Anna has been since the beginning. And year one, we had three streams. That was it. And we raised $1,024. You played in that first event.
Mm-hmm.
You played Mariel, the apprentice of Jalarzi Salavarian. Back then, they fought a Miracle of the Chaotic, and that year, and then it just took off from there. And
it was like doubled. Second year was 2000 something.
2004. Then 10, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then 20 and 25. It was crazy. Yeah. And so now we got to surpass that crazy number.
We can't double anymore because that will be too crazy. Yeah.
But we have a lot of great people here. I want to say thank you to everyone. But let's go round. We'll round table this. I want everyone just to talk a little bit about what ideas they have. I have some of you have supplied me with banners, and I'll pop them up on the side screen as we're talking here. And so, Nikki, thank you. Get that hype over. I appreciate it, Nikki. The donation window is open right now. You can donate if you are not going to be around next week or you want to now. We're getting an early start. Of course, if I can hit the right freaking button on my Stream Deck, holy shit. I got like 20 different ones. There we go. There it is. Also, my banner below, the Feast of Fiends banner below on my front page also activates, goes to the donation page. I have it up now. We're at 1825 already before we've even started. So, why don't we, Darling's a regular at this now. Why don't we kick it off with you, Darling? Why don't you tell us about this? And what a great don't crash the stream, Jay.
Don't crash the stream, Jay.
Yeah, Jay, don't crash.
It didn't pop over there. The Feast of Fear.
Yeah. So this year I've got the Folk and Myth guys joining me. We're doing the Slav Squad does 5e again. I'm really excited. We have all of the OGs, me, Myriad, Little Bones, our honorary girl, Josh. And we've brought a Canadian Ancient Gamer to come play with us and get tortured by us last year. I think last year we had Rob. This year we got Patrick. So we're just going to keep cycling through and punishing random members of the community. It's very fun.
Punishing.
Punishing. But yeah, we got the guys over at Folk and Myth, Miko and Bleak season. Miko's going to be producing this year, and
That's
Bleak
awesome.
is going to be DMing for us. And we're pulling some stuff from the Grey Grimoire, so I'm super excited for that. Yeah, I don't want to give anything away, but yeah, we're definitely going to be pulling from that this year. So I'm really excited.
So if any of the Slavs die in the 5e game, it doesn't count because it's in the 5e world. So it's
I told Bleak he's not allowed to kill us.
But Bleak, you have to kill Rosie's dog.
No, I think Bleak knows better. I put a curse on him and his family forever.
Her animals. Yeah, Kurt says yes, absolutely. So get me in a lot of
Kurt,
trouble.
don't egg him on.
Kurt's not playing in your game, right, Creep?
No.
Okay, you're probably safe then.
So this game goes off at 2:00 Saturday, and will raid into me for my event. Oh, Savage, thank you, $100 donation. Thank you so very much.
Nice.
Throw a little Jack of all trades out there. If anyone remembers that TV show, I am old. Okay, so
Put
yes,
your boomer emotes up, everybody.
put those boomers up. So looking forward to it, darling. Looking forward to watching this and hanging out a little bit with us, seeing what you guys do. Please note also that the Slavs are going to GaryCon.
Yep.
And here is our Greyhawk Creatives 2-page ad going into the events guide with and we have here we go. We got Darling, Bones, and Myriad down here, along with some dude named Curtis. I don't know who he is. Just kidding. All right, as we have our ad going up into the events guide for the first time. Anna did an unbelievable job with that. So Eric Mona's playing with them. That'll be great.
Yeah.
Eric Mona's playing with me next Saturday with Ed Greenwood. So here comes Phantom in too. So we're really looking forward to some fun stuff. Rob, Phantom, congrats on such a great job starting us off. That is so wonderful, Rob. You've done a great great job, and I can't freaking find. I have 25 sub buttons. I need to get a bigger Stream Deck here. Rob, thank you. What a great job you did. So, darling, anything else you want to mention? Anything special you're doing? Any special side giveaways? Any, any other things you want?
We are going to have some giveaways going on during the stream for some GaryCon live tickets. I'm not quite sure how many we're going to have yet, but for the what is it? The online content during the weekend of GaryCon.
Great. No, it's great.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
So,
I'm assuming Josh hooked you up.
Yep.
Right.
Josh and Baron hooking it up, which is exciting. So yeah. So we'll have that going. That's our main giveaway during it. But we're gonna have a lot of really cool ways that you can donate and affect the game this year, something we didn't have last year. We'll have the availability for you to become an NPC alongside of the Slav Squad. So we'll see how Bleak works that in, because I'm sure it's not going to be hilarious at all. So yeah, I'm excited how that's all going to roll out.
That's fantastic. Well, I really look forward to it, and know you guys will do a great job over there, and we'll give you all a heartfelt thank you for everyone just participating, because I know, this is it's a tough time for everyone, and this goal's lofty, so we're all gonna do our best. I'll do our best to get there, and I appreciate it. And take care of my Slavs for me.
Of course,
I cannot wait till GaryCon. Well, 2 open
I'm
signups.
looking forward to it. A little scared now that I know that we don't get specials during GaryCon.
Well, yeah, because we're gonna try and live stream it, but I can't keep track of it.
Right.
We may be able to. By the way, show everyone that shirt.
Oh,
The logo, yeah.
Slav
So we got the Slav Squad logo on the shirt for everyone there, just like we do with 2 Drink Minimum. So awesome, darling. Well, thanks for talking about yours. And there's the man of the hour, Rob Phantom. Let's everyone say hello to Rob and thank you, Rob. That was rough. 3 streams. How you feeling?
I'm feeling good. I mean, listen, 3 streams in a weekend is not the easiest thing in the world to do, but you got to remember, virtual Greyhawk Con, I was basically wall to wall between running games and playing games. So this was actually a light weekend.
Yeah, and you played this morning too in the Troller game, right?
That probably was not my brightest thing ever, but whatever. Actually, it ended up being a good thing that I did, mostly because of the fact that we had one player we knew was going to be out. One of our players had just gone through minor surgery and was not going to be able to play this morning. So if I hadn't played, they would not have been able to have a session. So that we, it really went really, really well. And there is something I need to do.
So
I thought it was pretty enjoyable.
Jason, I'm going to risk it here. Let's see here. I'm going to risk doing this because I on the stream here. That's all right. If I crash the stream, everyone sit tight.
Don't crash the stream.
Yeah, I don't crash the stream.
We believe in you. You can do this.
I'm just going to save it here.
You're like, please don't believe in me. For sure, we'll make it crash.
I just got it. Yeah, trust me. When I multitask like this, it goes a little. I got Miko. I got all yours. I got yours.
Awesome.
I have them all. All right. So, well, Rob, thanks. Sit tight, and we'll talk to you about the experiences in a little bit here. How's that sound?
Yeah. Just one thing before that happens.
Is he gonna? Here we go. Now remember, it may not show if you don't use mine. It's not going to show an announcement, but that's okay.
Oh, all right. I was just about to put it on mine, but that's fine. I can put it on the main.
Yeah. Let me click the link up in the chat for you. So the link that way it shows. This is the one thing I don't like at what they did. They changed the way Streamlabs and they all. If you're a team, it doesn't show the event anymore. You have to make up a sub event, which is annoying. So yeah, it really is. So as that's going here, let's go. Let's go next, Jason. Let's go to you next, man. Look at this, Grey Watch.
Yeah, so that shall be running on Friday, called the Grey Watch. It is my regular game about a interplanar group of emergency response team run by a cabal of 3 psychic flumps who send in heroes right before things get the darkest to prevent cataclysmic events. They are the Grey Watch.
Very cool.
And this Friday, they'll be going to a funeral. And I'm sure everything will be fine. It's all fine.
Awesome.
Everything's fine here.
Very cool. That sounds awesome. So, yes.
Can you borrow that as a meta org for Greyhawk Reborn? That sounds pretty sweet.
Well, what's so great about it is that I run it like a collection of anthologies. So it's mostly the same characters every time. And we'll have like a guest sometimes as well, where if someone can't make it, that guest will fill that spot, and they represent another member of that group. And so each time, it doesn't matter if you saw the last episode, it's in a loose continuity. It's like when you watch The Simpsons, right? You don't need to know which episode this came after or before. You can just enjoy it by itself. But if you watch all of the seasons, there's extra stuff in there for you. And so we do it like that. And because they come from a place outside the planes, they can kind of jump into anywhere to do anything in any kind of scenario. So it lets me have a lot of fun to not have to worry about, well, how do I want to do this pirate adventure? They were just in outer space. It doesn't matter. It's all fine.
And of course, I accidentally just did $10.
Yeah, well, that's all right, Rob. We'll take the $10.
Yeah, no, there's a bit more. I was like going in, I was like, all right, I got to enter the information.
That's all right. The $10 donation, we'll take it, Rob. Absolutely, that's funny. So, Jason, that sounds really cool. I know we talked about you're going to incorporate, the theme, the Feast of Fiends theme in there a little bit, which is awesome. So everyone's looking forward to it. So with his time frame starting normally at a different time, he's going to be running from 8 to midnight. So there's going to be some crossover with Kurt's stream, which is okay. Kurt's going to be Falcon Myth's going to raid into Critical Dice as their game's on. Okay, so just note that. But hey, we got it. We got us in late night game. We're really excited about it. So.
Oh yeah.
So what do you think, Jason? How this community comes together for these kind of things? What are your thoughts? First time here?
It's awesome. I've seen the hobby and the community at large.
Oh wow, Rob!
Jump into these kinds of things in a big way, and I think it's because we are a collection of nerdy people who have experienced a lot of different things, a lot of hardship, a lot of social ostracization, and slowly and surely we have come to power, and as it were, now that everything and all kinds of entertainment now is nerdy entertainment, it would seem. And instead of wielding our newfound power like a cudgel, we instead wield it like a crutch to help those who also need help the way that we needed help. And at least that's my going theory. And so I've seen people come together with a lot of things like this. And so when you talk about how your first year doing this, it was like 1,000 something, and then last year was like 25,000. I'm all, yep, that checks out. That sounds about right. And so I'm excited to see the community come around something like this with St. Jude's and just have a lot of fun doing it. So yeah, I'm excited to be part of this, to be honest.
Well, we really appreciate it. Thank you so very much for participating here. So Rob just donated us. Rob just donated $3,000. Thank you, Rob.
Okay.
Awesome. Listen, this is my big one for the year. So it's like, I'm happy to be in a position to be able to do it. We didn't quite hit the goal that we're hoping, but it's Rob, a strong start going into next weekend.
You did a great job, Rob. Come on,
wow.
You did a great job, man.
Thank you.
Seriously, you did. Don't sell yourself short, man. It's not easy. This is not easy to do. It's anything that you did was wonderful, and we really appreciate it. All right, so Chuck's got a roll. So announcements I'll announce this second hour too. If you're streaming, Chuck is going to provide every channel with a couple PDF game codes to give out during the stream for viewers during your games. Okay, so Chuck at Troller Games, he'll either send them all to me and I'll send them out. We'll figure it out. Okay, so we'll get that all taken care of. But Chuck's going to give minimum two for each channel to use as just giveaways for viewers that day. Secondly, Chuck, talk about what Steven's going to do, if you know, or is he going to keep you in the dark like he normally does?
I know, but I'm not supposed to say.
Oh.
This match, it does match the theme.
Okay.
It's about themes. He is in the middle of writing our Codex of the Plains. And we just finished up that Kickstarter you just ran the ad for
Right.
the Codex Infernum, and he's been writing he's doing all the stuff in Infernum. So all the demons and devils and stuff he's working on already anyway, along with the Codex. So this is pretty good timing, I have to admit. It's pretty cool. He's pretty excited about it. He wanted to be here tonight, but he's got some family obligations he's taking care of, and so I decided to take the hit from my wife. She's not here yet, but she's on her way.
So
Anyway,
so that game is from 2 to 6
that's right.
on Friday. It's Folk and Myth morning. Chuck, Troller Games, and Stephen Chenault, Folk and Myth in the evening, and then Critical Dice. That's a Friday schedule. So if I and I'm gonna be popping some of these up all day, all night. Man, I got so much stuff here. Oh, I could have went right over there. So if we go over, here's the Friday schedule that we have here. Noting that'll be a real fun day. Day 2.
Oh, that's gonna be a lot of fun.
Yeah, absolutely. So there we go on the channel, and we really appreciate your time.
No, I will say this much. We other than the prizes we want to give all the streamers, we also going to have some, the prizes to give away for the donations and all that we do every year, right?
Yep.
I talked to Steve earlier, and this is what I decided I want to give away this year. So
Okay.
I want to give away other than some codes for stuff off the store, right? Whatever.
Yep.
We do want to give away. I want to give away a signed starter. Well,
I'm listening.
Trying to get this finished on the store, but basically we're going to give away a starter bundle, which has the 3 core books in it. Plus it has a DM screen and an adventure. They'll get that, which will be signed by Steve, and the PDFs of all that stuff too.
Okay.
And then we're going to give away a signed print and PDF of the classic reprint of Yigsburg. So
Oh, really?
Yeah, why not?
A signed copy of Yigsburg.
Yeah.
Wow.
That'd be good, right? So give us some good prizes, for top donators or however you do it. I think that's how we did it last year.
Well, it's in order. It's in order. And we're going to go over this. I think I got like 80 giveaways now, believe it or not.
Yeah.
So I'm here. You're talking about a signed copy of Yigsburg, right?
Yeah, because we want everybody to win something,
Yep. Last year, the
it'll
cutoff was like $75. Someone got something at 75 and up.
That's right.
So it may go lower than that. It just depends on how many we have in all. So Rob's normally top 3, just like because Rob's already put three grand in. So Rob usually.
Oh, he's already ahead.
Yeah, Rob got the Kafir, the Cave Geek art map that one year, right? So it's fantastic. And Chuck, I know you need to go. Thank you so very much.
Unfortunately, I wanted to hang out, but I've got to deal with my real life stuff.
Yeah, well,
fantasy life actually.
We'll see you soon. How's that sound?
Yes, we'll see everybody soon. Look forward to seeing everybody next weekend. It's going to be great. I think we're trying to reach 50 grand, right, Jay?
Let's go. Let's do it.
I would love to see.
Jay gets all nervous. He's like,
well on our way. Thanks to Rob.
Yep.
That's exactly right.
We're over 5 grand
already. All you guys too, by the way. Real good.
Fantastic.
Nice to meet you.
All right. Nice to meet you guys.
All right, by the way, if you one last thing before he leaves, if you want to run Castles and Crusades, like I don't, but Troller Game sponsors me and a couple other channels, reach out to Chuck, or if you don't know how to get in touch with Chuck, reach out to me, and they're looking for good channels that they want to partner with.
Hey Chuck, I'd love to partner with you.
Surprise!
Yeah, surprise. Just so you know. Okay.
It's like hi, standing here, sitting here.
Oh, it's nice to meet you, Robert.
We'll see Chuck at GaryCon both weekends.
That's right.
Both weekends.
Yep.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna be there for 10 days. Yeah.
Good to see you, Chuck.
Yeah.
All right, have a good one, Chuck.
Bye. See you.
All right. Let's go. I'm saving Miko because he's got 2. So let's hit Greyhawk Reborn gents up. So why don't you 3 tell us what you got in store for the community? How many open seats you have still for games? What we got going here for Greyhawk Reborn?
So starting Thursday at 2:00 in the afternoon, we are running games throughout the daily cycle through Sunday afternoon. Total of 19 games on the books. A lot of them still have sign-ups. Some of them are full. So
did you say 19 games?
19 games.
Holy jeez.
Yeah. 19. So we don't stream, so it's sort of we're running, for the Greyhawk community, for the Greyhawk crowd. We're just not set up to do that. It's a tough life, as those of you who watch the streams know, and those of you who run the streams know. So yeah, starting at 2:00 in the afternoon on Thursday, we're running starting 19 games. we are asking for a donation amount for anybody playing our games, and then for the first time this year, we are doing incentives. That if you
nice.
want a reroll, you can buy a reroll.
I like it.
Yeah, it does it. Figured we'd do it. It's for the children, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
So we've got Ross running Salvage Operation, classic Saltmarsh game, starting at 2 o'clock on Thursday. And then Thursday evening, I'm particularly excited about. I wrote and am running the first ever Greyhawk Reborn 5e funnel adventure. I know for you DCC fans, I don't have to explain what a funnel is, but it's basically you start with 4 villagers. Maybe one survives in order to get promoted to a real adventurer. Running it in Perrinland. Perfect scene in Perrinland that fits in with the theme of the Feast of Fiends.
It's awesome.
I've play tested it twice. There have been survivors, so I need to do a better job, I think, as a GM to really put them in. But it's a fun one, and Perrinland is a fun place to just do whatever wild things you want to do in Greyhawk. And then starting Friday, actually Thursday evening, Jay Sapinski is running another premiere that I have not had a chance to play test, but it looks pretty good. Dave's running 3 sessions of Temple of Nertia, which I know nothing about because I'm playing in it, so I'm happy to know nothing about it. But if Dave, you want to give an
please, Dave,
pitch on it,
then we'll go to Lando. Yep.
I'd love to hear what the Splat info is.
Sure, it's an adventure from our first year. I kind of consider it a classic adventure. It was actually written during the 5e playtest since we started before the 5e books were even out. So as I went back and started looking through some stuff, I realized what a fun adventure it was and how much fun it's going to be to run it. So looking forward to that again. Gotta tweak it a little bit. Got to do a little touching up since it was so much earlier. But yeah, we've got Greyhawk Reborn. We've got over 400 adventures over the past decade plus. Any play opportunity you get becomes an exceptional play opportunity because the adventures are generally are run by their authors or co-authors as they need to be to avoid problems with intellectual property in Greyhawk. So that gives you a DM that is intimately familiar with the adventure, as well as comfortable enough to inevitably go off track when the players go off track and able to adjust, unlike you have in most other organized play campaigns. So yeah, looking forward to it. It takes place in the Immediate Jungle off the hook down there, and just kind of an old school dungeon crawl. So looking forward to running that a couple of times.
And then Ross Lando, we've managed to snag him to run some 5e for us because I know he's busy. Chuck's got him hopping with some Troll Lord stuff. So what are you running, Lando? You're running.
I'm running Salvage Operation Thursday at 2 o'clock.
That's cool.
And then Friday at 2, I'm running White Plume Mountain Wilm.
Nice.
And then Sunday, I'm running White Plume Mountain Wave.
Nice.
I ran Black Razor a year ago, so I wanted to run the Wave because no one had a chance to do Wave yet.
That's very cool.
We do with White. So one of the cool things we're able to do is we'll take some old classics. White Plume Mountain, one of the big classics. We just did an adaptation for 5e of Ghost Tower of Inverness. It's a 2-rounder. So we're able to pull out some of the old classics, get them up to 5e, and then have a good time with them.
That's awesome.
So we're running sorry, Ross?
Oh, I was going to say that I got permission from the Living Greyhawk on-wall people last year or so to work on some Greyhawk Reborn content for on-wall. And
Nice.
I'm going to try and start it this year. I had meant to do some last year, but things came up. So look for that maybe coming in the future.
That's very cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, we've got a couple open slots for some of those games. We've also got running in the evening slots on looks like Friday and Saturday. The incomparable Phil Gardino is running Kingmaker. If anybody's had a chance to play through the Pathfinder Kingmaker, we've adapted that, and that's dropped into Bone March because it's so far away that we don't really care what happens up in that place.
See, I love that attitude about the right side of the map. Screw the right side of the map.
Yeah, it can all burn.
Hey, now.
It's out of the Shalimar. It's out of it. Sorry.
Out of Shalimar Valley. I agree.
Get out of Shalimar Valley. Put it across the mountains. Let it burn. It's the Vomark. Who cares? Right?
That's
so we
funny.
got a couple sessions of that, and it's the. I've had a chance to play it. It's a fun adventure. It's a good just.
That's
rumpus.
awesome.
It's the beginning. It's a lot
Very
of.
cool.
It's very punchy. So anybody who likes some punchy 5, you'll have a chance to play that. It's first level, which makes its own challenge.
Excellent. Oh, thanks, Wayne.
And then another premiere, Jay is running.
Jay Stupinski, not
Jay
me.
Stupinski is writing Temple the Toad. Now, a couple of weeks, it was last week, you were talking about the Hopping Prophets.
Yes.
So Jay actually had an adventure in the pipeline, had a chance to play test it. There's a lot of hopping, and it's pretty fun. So he's running, I think, 2 sessions of that, and then we're going to finish up Sunday with some reruns for some other things. What's
A lot
really
of hopping,
cool,
very little profit.
Yeah. Yeah.
So what's really cool about it is, even though organized play, like, don't let that scare people away. We have level 1 pre-gens for tier 1 adventures in 5e. We have level 5 pre-gens for tier 2 adventures for 5e. So if you just want to come out, support a great cause, roll some dice, have a good time, play with some people. I mean, I've been here with a couple years with these guys. It's legit. Like, I had to up my game in order to compete with how well these Greyhawk Reborn folks know Greyhawk.
Yeah.
And as Dave said, you are playing with the authors. So if you want to do something, you want to make a left turn in the adventure, fine. Authors can run with that. So it's a good time.
Very cool. Well, Greyhawk Reborn has been such a great partner with this fundraiser and Virtual Greyhawk Con over the last 4 years. It's been wonderful, and we really appreciate everything you've all done for us. I mean, it's hopefully you've got some new blood in there, and you just keep on rolling with what you're doing, because you're obviously doing something right, because you got more and more. 19, I'm shocked. That's more games than we had at Virtual Greyhawk Con, which is great. I mean, that's fantastic.
Yeah,
that many games. So.
It's a pleasure to work with you guys.
Yeah. So jump on our Discord. I think I saw the Streamlabs come up for the signups are on our Discord. Come out, check it out, try it out, support a good cause, roll some dice. Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, no problem.
Thanks for coming up. Yep.
Please join up anytime, and you'll have a fun time with some people. What you play through Roll20?
Yeah, we use Roll20.
They use Roll20, everyone. So
we use Roll20
yeah.
as a VTT, and then a lot of our folks that use 5e use D&D Beyond.
Okay.
Yeah. Yep.
Which has the great, good character generator,
Excellent.
so it makes it, it's pretty easy. I mean, for the funnel, it's literally roll dice on the table. I don't care, you're gonna die. Your villager is gonna die. So if rolling dice makes you feel better, go for it.
You can find us on Discord. We also have some Facebook pages under War Duke Press, our LLC, as well as Greyhawk Reborn. So you can find us there. And you can also find us playing live games in Pennsylvania area.
Epic.
We will be middle of February. We'll be at a game in Harrisburg called a small convention called Gamers of Winter. And we will also be at Spring Mepicon in Bethlehem, PA in April. So, we cover both online and face-to-face. Any of you guys are local within a day's drive, we'd love to see you come to these events, sit down with you across the table, shoot the breeze with you and have a good time that way too.
Yeah, it's good to just meet people. It's good. I think you guys should go to Page next year. Philadelphia Area Gaming Expo. It was awesome. It was really good. Ron Meister did a good job. So it's the second or third week in January. It was the first weekend this year. It was a good job. He did a real nice job with it. So I can connect you with him if you so choose.
Good to know.
Ron's a nice person. I know him.
Yeah, absolutely.
Awesome.
So, before we go to our last first one of the first hour here, Anna, any questions for any of the participants?
I'm just so curious to see how many of the kind of the classic fiends and the demons and the whatever we have from Greyhawk that will actually make an appearance in all of these awesome games. So let's see if we can make it count, so to speak. I think there will be a lot of fiends from all of the different planes.
Speaking of that,
yeah,
this is a sneak peek. We're going to go over this in hour 2. This is the background drop. silhouetted. I wonder how many people can name these actual demons from actual publications.
They're more than demons. They're any type
Right,
of fiend. So
any
they
type
go
of
the whole
fiend, yeah.
gamut from the most chaotic to the most lawful. So yeah.
Is the one on the far left Grazit?
Well,
Yes.
the green eyes is Grazit.
He's easy, but there's another one there too. So in that image too.
He's like, I knew Grazit and I'm out.
So
the Null Fiend is the third from
this one.
Yeah.
You think that's you knew?
Yep.
Okay,
Yep.
There we go. 2 down. Think on it.
And probably about another 8 or so, 6
Yes.
or 7 or something to
Yes, Adam did a great job with this, and we started this with Legends last year, and which was really cool. And now we got our shtick now for each year for like what we're doing in the community. I think it's a really neat thing to show in the background. So we'll talk about some more of them coming up. All right, we're at $5,030 already, everyone. So thank you very much for that. So, all right, Miko, double headering it.
Yes.
And
Well, sort of two and a half if you also count the work
that's
on Saturday
right
too.
I really appreciate. I see Kurt's game. Okay, I got them both. All right, so tell us about the Children of River Light.
Yeah, so the Children of River Light is going to be, I hope going to be a for fun kind of game, kind of kick us off in the morning. It's at the 10 o'clock Eastern hour, goes to 2 o'clock.
On Friday.
On Friday, yes. I've got a really worldly cast. I will say I've got Armadillo Dice. She lives out in Los Angeles. I've got Dyson Easy. He lives in Finland. I've got Meister Hypester Jack. They live in South Africa, and then I've got Subspace Wizard and Natalie 3000. They're from the Tales on Tap UK stream. So we're and I'm in DC, so we're kind of spread out all over the place. But this is a good group of folks. They've all streamed before. Most of them have never even met each other before this game. It all kind of just came together sort of randomly in a way. I pinged several different channels that I have to draw from to get this cool cast together. I'm hoping that it's going to be a lot of fun for everybody. It's meant to be perhaps a little bit less serious, a little bit more chaotic, just something to give us a nice bit of a laugh in the morning, I hope. And Children of Riverlight is set in the plains of Greyhawk in a sleepy little village where a bunch of retired adventurers have to come out of retirement to deal with some perhaps fiendish difficulties. And we might learn some juicy little tidbits about what caused them to retire and the like. It should be a lot of fun. We also have a unique donation link where we're part of the event, but there's a separate donor link if you want to donate specific amounts to the Children of Riverlight game to get specific things. We've got some nice little perks in there for folks that want to donate different amounts, including giving not just advantages to the players, but if you donate early, you can give them magic items. You can create an NPC for the game, or work with you to create an NPC. You can decide what crazy silly voice you want me to butcher for that NPC, and then I've got a nice little perk in there for you. If somebody wants to donate a big number, I'll GM a game for you.
That's really kind.
We'll see how that turns out, but all of that money on that donation link is part of the Feast of Fiends fundraiser event. It does go straight into that. It is not, we're not trying to like split donations or anything of the like. It all goes into the main pool, so to speak.
As you see here, there's 5 that are subbed out. You can go right to the general. Hey, Carlos, see you shortly, CSL. But the way it's set up, the only way that that Miko could put these individual rewards in there was by doing it as a sub. Also, the only way I'm getting shout out announcements on each donation is by having the sub up now, because they changed some things. So that's why we have these. But it goes into the full pool, which is up to $5,030. So,
Indeed.
so it's perfect the way it's set up. In fact, Mika's the one to help me out figure this the hell out. So, and I appreciate that. I'm like, holy
No
geez.
problem.
All right,
No
so
problem.
that is game one. Now, game two.
That's game one. Yeah.
Kurt, game two. Let's talk about just briefly because Kurt will be on the next hour to talk about this. So,
so Kurt's game. Kurt's game is the one who is called is the name of the game. I'm gonna let him go into the details of it, but Christian, that's my partner over at Folk and Myth, the fellow Bleak Season, the fellow that is GMing Darling Creepshow's game, he's going to be producing that game for Kurt, and I'm just going to be kind of backing them up while they do it and such. I think that's going to be a really cool game. I know some of the folks that Kurt has involved in that. I think it's going to be just brutally fun to watch, and I can't wait to see that one. And then, of course, on Saturday, we're also tag teaming with Darling Creepshow and helping her get her game up and going. And I cannot wait to find out what ways that Darling Creepshow tortures Bleak Season, or all of the Sloth Squad. So.
Yes. Well, you got to deal with Rosie eating cheese the whole time, so that's up to
She's just a baby.
Yes.
Well, we have made Bleak Season promise that he is not going to do mint ASMR.
Oh God!
And if you are at all interested in learning about that, you should head over to our Twitch channel, Folk and Myth, or our Folk and Myth YouTube channel and catch the clip of that, because it was disgusting.
Nice.
It was so hard to keep a straight face during that.
It was
moment.
so hard.
Raskill, how much to kill Rosie's dog?
Ooh.
Oh, that is awesome. Yes.
That's pretty brutal. That's pretty. My soul. That's the cost. My fucking soul.
In which fiend has your soul? I'm just asking for
my little secret.
Who do I need to negotiate with?
Oh, Gabriel, thank you.
Joke's on you. It's in a phylactery in the shelf behind her.
No eldritch beings. Don't worry.
That's funny. So,
answer with the dollar amount.
Yeah.
Hey, also, for what it's worth, the Folk and Myth team, our entire team, actually, all four of us, myself, Leak Season, Deb, and Beth, are all also going to be at GaryCon.
That's great.
We were able to score some tickets on the second round. We got really lucky, and we're all making the trip.
Great.
Yes, and note that this is the first time we're going to take. I know there's going to be a lot of people. We're going to take this place over.
I can't even. I've lost track of how many people.
I know that are going there. I mean, just look at all these great people here. Everyone here is playing in a special game or DMing sessions. I have 7 events. Garner's 3. Carlos has 3. Adam's got 3 seminars. Rob's got 3. Dave at Guild Superior is doing open play all day. And then we got 3 Slob members. Curtis is DMing. We got 2 Nuclear Meat players that are in games with me. And then Greg and Michael are both DMing as well. So we got a huge contingent that are going to be in person that you can meet and play with. And that's why we took this ad out right smack dab in the middle of the GaryCon events guide. So that's going to be coming out. So looking forward to all that, everyone. Just note that... yeah, we're going to take the place over. Well, in our minds we are, right? In our minds we are. And then Joe Manganiello is going to walk by, and everyone's going to just, like the Pied Piper, just follow him around wherever he goes. So, yeah. So,
as one does. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So, a lot of Greyhawk gaming goodness. That's it, John. All right. Let me show you some stuff, okay? Well, we got a couple minutes. And please, if anyone wants to ask a question of the other group people here or make any commentary, please do while I'm throwing some stuff up real quick. Because I'm trying to figure out what's the best way to do this. So our one of my longest term sponsors, Reaper Miniatures. We're going on the theme of demons, of course, because a lot of this is demons. So we're going to be giving away. Here's a Gramoan, the Pit Fiend is one. We're going to have it as a complimentary gift possibility. The full box of the Blood Demons. Also, this one, Nargaloth the Fire Demon. So you're gonna have some good options here. Each of them are roughly in the $30 to $40 range, complimentary gifts. But Reaper's giving us a lot of every year. They step up and they give me whatever we ask for to support St. Jude. They've done it every year. So all 6 years, Reaper Miniatures has participated.
These are pretty awesome miniatures.
Yeah.
Those are cool.
Definitely.
If you win them and you're not a miniature painter, I might know someone who is.
Right. These are donator gifts in order, darling. So you'll be able to take that in an order, right? So yeah, but but you could get darling to commission them if you want too.
Those are really cool.
Yep.
Gee, I would hate to have to paint demons.
But, yeah, I know. I know you would. Alan Grohe from Black Blade Publishing just stepped up. Okay. So we got 2 sets of this. You're going to get the Osric book. This is 2 packs, the Osric book. You're going to get a pack of their legendary hex-based paper and their graph paper. Okay? Then you're going to get these 3 adventures. Bottle City, Cairn of the Skeleton King by Rob Kuntz, Bottle City and Tower of Blood, all the Rob Kuntz ones. 2 full sets of that. So that's a 6-book collection as part of a giveaway donator item, counting the paper, counting the hex paper and stuff. All right, so that's a real nice thing from Black Blade Publishing, Alan Grohe's company. So note that's another really that'll go in the top. Those I think both those will go in the top 10 on giveaway items. Sweet, isn't it? Yeah. Sweet, absolutely
Nice.
sweet from Black Blade Publishing stepping up. Also, a really new, recent company that I'm working with to partner somehow is Dungeon Alchemist. The Dungeon Alchemist is giving us at least 1 key to give as a donor complimentary gift for their program. So we'll have Dungeon Alchemist as an option. Like I said, I will compile everyone from high to low in a spreadsheet, and I'll contact you all. It usually takes about 2 weeks to get through them all, boom, 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 until we're down and everything's given away. So, we're going to say something, Lando? Yeah.
I've used Dungeon Alchemist. I haven't. It's good software.
Good.
Yeah, same. I'd love to hear that they're part of this. They're amazing. I kickstarted them a while back. It's an awesome, amazing tool for making maps. Dirty Rollers, they're another streamer. They do a lot of stuff with Dungeon Alchemist. It's a really cool thing. If you're not using it, you should, because it's
cool.
Really fun.
I only recently got it and sat down to make something and was like, holy heck, there's a lot of things here. I need to spend like a whole day just like unlocking every little lever and button and push them all and do all the things. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, it'll take you more than a day.
Yeah.
They are they reached. So what happened was, if Nikki Nerds Out's on, we raided into Nikki. I stream raided into Nikki over the weekend, and then Nikki Nerds Out raided into Mac on the Dungeon Alchemist channel, and then we kind of hooked up there. And he was like, he's got all these 3D printers at his house too. He's like, oh my god, this is great. So we're trying to figure out a way that we can collaborate together. So and this was a no brainer here to get him started this way with the fundraiser. So one other company, it's just small, and he's on right now. It says they keep adding to it. Brune Gale, hitting his Twitch channel, and Brune Gale, this is a custom homemade. Look at this, dude. This thing is awesome, man.
That's amazing.
Yes. So you're talking about a major undertaking. We have one of these for a donator gift. That customized DM screen that he made, and that is courtesy of. And here we go. And I love your logo. Advantage is having a pair. So that is really fantastic. So yep.
That was awesome.
Yes.
Yep.
And that's Brune Gale. Thank you, Brune Gale, for doing this. I'm looking forward to someone getting this and loving it and using it. So yeah,
Really nice work on that.
absolutely. And this is where sponsors large and small, a lot of community people. I'm saving some stuff for hour 2. Carlos gave it a bunch of stuff. William Henry Dvorak, and then Frog God, and Patrick, and oh my God. Oh, and you can see these bad boys. Oh, they can't now. I'm hidden.
Oops.
It's okay. Let me go back to the main screen. Here they just came in today. Here are my 6 signed Larry Elmore prints. We got every year Elmore, he and his wife. I think her name's Betty. Larry and Betty Elmore. They're so generous. I went through a list. I'll show them on the second hour which 6 prints we have to to give away as well. So, Troy, yes, I did. I have it. That's hour 2, man. Because that's the grand prize, and you're going to be surprised, Troy, in hour 2 when I show something. Oh yeah, I got it. That's going to be the grand prize of them all, and people are going to think, "Oh wow!" So, yeah, but it is definitely wonderful. So, as we're winding down here, hour 1, newcomers. I'll talk about Miko and Jason. Give me some thoughts, man. Just general thoughts.
Well, I'll cover for you here, Jason. Give you a second.
Because you don't want my off-the-cuff general thoughts. I'd be like, if you put Jesus into 5e, he'd probably be a divine soul sorcerer because that's all about the. Oh, never mind.
That's good.
It is. I will say thanks to Darling Group Show for helping connect for this. I probably would not be part of it without her push. So it's been a lot of fun getting to know the folks in this community and all of this. And I'm always down for anything that supports the children, especially St. Jude's. I have a personal connection to some medical history with family in St. Jude's. So every opportunity related to that, I am absolutely all for.
Well, I appreciate that. Thank you, Jason.
No, yeah. You saying that reminded me. I was like, oh yeah, that's right. My in the 80s, my older sister benefited heavily from both St. Jude's and the Shriners for some third-degree burns on her body when she was a kid, and and basically, kept able her to finish high school and to be a productive adult and amazing mother and sister. And so, my own son, who now is 17, has gone through the ringer with a lot of really kind of severe food allergies and things over his lifetime. And so people who do work with children's hospitals always will get my love and appreciation. And so there's having been a part of this for, let me check my calendar. 22 hours. When you called me and you're like, it's for St. Jude's, like you had me at St. Jude's, like that's all I needed to hear.
Cool.
Right. No problem. Let's do this. And so I'm trying to bring the A game to do as good of a job I can. So.
Look, you have a huge, you have a huge following out there, man. You're very well respected out in the industry, and I really appreciate you participating. It means a lot to me, really does. I know we talked we met together like 18 months ago in that one show.
Yeah.
And and I'm so glad G-Dub's coming on the second hour. So,
and GW will be I after hearing everyone else talk about their shows, I was like, oh, I should talk about who's playing and that kind of stuff, if that's okay.
Yeah, please.
So and I think you another thing, if you want to risk crashing the stream.
Oh boy.
You look, you wanted to make a Eldritch Pact. So my players for my game for the Grey Watch is GW, who'll be on here in just a few minutes. And then some of my friends from social media who are amazing players, Jackie Alana Chan, Lightbox Gnome, Shay Aiden, and Latinos Against Spooky Stuff. And that's not the actual username. And what we typically do for our games is we always have a way for people to either directly donate or use channel points to do things like do monster drops, D6 of inspiration, luck points, because we're in 5e, and elemental resistance, long strider, all those kinds of things. And so what I'm probably going to do is just turn off channel points for that night and just make it all for donations to the Tiltify link to St. Jude's. And then it's a surprise to no one. I have way too many dice. I know what you're thinking. No, you don't. Yes, I do. I packed a trailer of over 9,000 sets of dice last week.
Oh my gosh.
to send to a client, and I still have a lot left. And so I have a bunch of metal sets of dice that I'll give away on my stream for, like, I would say the top 3 donators. And
Thank you.
also, if you need some, it sounds like you have almost too many things to give away, but if you need more and you like dice, I've got you. But yeah, that's to fill in some of the gaps. And so there's my players on screen, from left to right: GW, Jackie, and myself, Aiden, Latinos Against Spooky Stuff, and Lightbox Gnome.
That's awesome. Fantastic. So, were you doing that up while here, or did you have GW do it, or?
No, I did it while we were talking.
Wow! Oh my gosh, that's great. That's great. Thank you.
It's okay, Jason. You're allowed to say shit. Jay lets me around here.
No, that's fine. I personally don't. It's almost a joke at this point. I just don't curse, and so, he it's always funny for me to explain his thing, talking around stuff. And I try to keep my streams PG-13 because my kids listen to it too, and they're teenagers and they can handle it. But it's just a thing that I do, a standard that I have, and so I love watching my players sometimes go, "What the flump is happening here?" So it makes things better, I think. Quality adjectives. So, but yeah, so that's going to be my game, and I'm happy to be part of it, and I'm happy to have a few days to scramble and make it as good as possible.
So Jason, if you ever want to see how close I come to a 30-day ban, watch it when I put the Slavs and Ed Greenwood in the same game together.
Oh.
Just come to the main event. Me and Ed will be in there.
Yeah, you can just even imagine. Yeah, that's right. Oh my gosh. Yeah. So yeah.
So you're saying we'll see Ed Greenwood's feet? Is that what you're saying?
Well,
yes.
Ed says stuff that, like, if I had a button presser, it would be pressed a lot. So
I see.
Yeah,
You natively
but it's a fun time. So. Speaking of fun times, Chuck leaves, and we get the pleasure of getting this guy in the lower, Jimmy Duffy here from Prater's Rejects hops in earlier. It's the Duff, another person going to be at Gary Con, but he's going to be slaving away, unlike the rest of us having fun. So yeah. So what's up, Duff?
I didn't expect to come in. Usually the waiting room is sitting there, and I said, I'll just hop in, and he'll let me in, Just crash. But I wouldn't come on until Chuck's gone, because I don't share screen time with that dude.
Yeah. We have the Hollywood Squares here going, so we're going to have the same number in the second hour, probably, and Duff's the first one of the second hour coming in.
Sorry, I crashed.
No problem. It's all good, Duff. Anyone with any final thoughts from hour one? I really all appreciate you all coming in and showing what you got. I'm so excited. The professionalism level each year gets better and better and better too, and that just means so much. Why don't we, in closing here, Rob, tell us your experiences over the 2 days.
Oh wow! So 3 games over 2 days with 3 completely different groups. It was, each group had its own personality, and there was so much laughing going on. Yet somehow we managed to actually complete all 3 adventures on time. I think the one might have ran like 2 or 3 minutes over, but the interesting thing is, I had told them all ahead of time that this is part of the ongoing campaign that I have going now. It's all on the eastern side of the map that nobody wants to talk about.
It's just a joke.
All taking place in the Kingdom of Nyrond. Using supplements from the, basically a lot of information coming straight from the community. I had the Knights of Eventide from the Visions of Greyhawk. I think it was number 1 or number 2.
It's 1, I believe. Yeah.
I believe it is number 1. I had Carlos Lysing's Company of the Sundered Shield from his adventuring companies of Greyhawk. This group is, all these players are all a part of now. I think the hardest part, honestly, besides making sure that I, didn't let them linger too long and while I was laughing, was the fact that they were all like level 3. So finding demons and such that they could fight that weren't going to just wipe the floor with them was tricky.
Right.
But it worked. I had 3 different sets of things. The last group didn't actually fight a demon. They stopped a summoning that would have just basically wrecked the world.
Well, that's just a minor thing.
Yeah, just a slow. Yeah, but it was such good fun. Just trying to get it all set up and keep on top of everything. And thankfully, for the most part, I had a lot of luck with the people that I chose, because for the most part, everybody got their stuff to me ahead of time, so that the few that I had to chase, it was one or two instead of half of them where I'm still waiting on things at the last minute. And they're all all those characters are theirs. They're gonna be coming back. I know pretty much to a person they all want to continue. I had my virtual Greyhawk con group that they're the group that has played more than one session in the campaign.
Good.
And they were spread out. The second show didn't have any of them, but they were there was one of Antiquitous played in the first one, and then I had 3 more playing in the last session, which was fantastic. Had so much fun playing with them. It's great. They just fantastic people from beginning to end. So much fun was had, and I can't wait to have more and more sessions with them and keep the story going, because things are happening in the Kingdom of Nyron.
That is the great thing about having these community events, is that in cons, people meet up and they like playing with each other, and it leads to more community outreach. It means more crossovering of events, and means some more people meeting new friends and doing a good thing, a good deed for St. Jude and the greater community. And so Rob, and you always step up every time, and we appreciate it. So
it's my pleasure. This, like I said, it's been a special thing to be a part of. From the first year I was a part of it was just as a player playing in a couple of the different sessions, and then getting to run games from then on, and then being able to do it doing a weekend of events to kick things off, and get us jump start on the next weekend. It felt really good to be able to help out and contribute that way.
So I'm shouting out Critical Dice. Please give Jason a follow. I'm shouting out Folk and Myth. Please give Nico and Bleak a follow there. I'm shouting out Greyhawk Reborn. Please, if you're interested in playing with Greyhawk Reborn, please reach out to them via the Discord. Probably the best way. And Rob, Phantom NJ. Of course, I got 20 pages of shout outs. My God. Oh my God! There we go. Please reach out to Rob as well. And then, last but not least, the legendary Darling Creep Show. Are you going to be on tonight, Darling?
I am. Yeah.
Right, we'll see you then. We'll see you.
I feel suddenly underdressed now that Garner's here. Really enjoying this get up.
Yeah. Here comes DMD. So thank you all for coming first hour, people. Please keep it going, and thank you for the wonderful support that you bring. I couldn't do this without the community. So
thanks for having me, Jay.
All right,
Hi,
see you
dinner. Have a great. I'll be lurking, but see you all later.
Sounds good. Round 2 is coming in.
Yeah.
Thank you all.
Take care, all.
See you.
Hey, here.
Ding 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 ding
Round 2.
Ding ding ding. Let me see who's not here yet. And I think
this is the varsity league now.
Oh yes. I think we are missing one person.
Here we go.
We're missing one person.
Duffy.
Yeah, look at and
like I said, varsity's in the house now, baby.
So let's introduce our hour 2 individuals, please. We'll go clockwise, starting with Jimmy Duffy. Duff.
Hello, folks. Jimmy Duffy here, owner and operator of Praetors Rejects. Lord Praetor, you might know me, and also owner of Praetors and Rifts Astral Menagerie. We run virtual streaming for the conventions that you might have heard of, a Gary Con and a Gamehole Con. We've done a couple of those. Usually producing stuff in the back end and on site too. So come join the fun.
Excellent. Duff's getting back in. He's taking a little hiatus from streaming, but he's getting back into it with this. Duff's game will be after mine on Saturday night. We'll talk about that. New to the community, but been hanging around a long time. Sir Timothy or Tim Hahn, Stronghold D&D. Welcome, man.
Hey, thanks for having me. Appreciate it. Tim from Stronghold D&D. We just finished the session like a half hour ago, so I'm switching gears real quick. If you guys can hear me, and also
absolutely.
My first bit on Zoom, so I just threw all this together real fast.
That's okay, man. Awesome. It's good.
But thanks for having me. This is quite the honor. I'm really looking forward to next weekend. We're trying to get as much hype up as we can.
We appreciate that, and you're we'll talk about this. You're tied into the military community a lot, so
Yeah,
that's a really good thing. It's great.
Yeah, we're definitely pushing on our side. A lot of veteran support and mental health awareness and things like that. Bringing a lot of folks in for therapy, so it's great.
Very cool. Really appreciate that that effort. All right, the next man needs no introduction. BuzzFeast is sponsoring this event too, and that's the legendary Carlos Lacing. Carlos, what's going on, man? Yeah.
Hey, what's going on, guys?
What is going on, Carlos? Tell us. I know there's a lot of people who don't know you that are here. A lot of new community.
Oh boy,
you can hear me, right?
Yes, of course.
Okay, good. I just want to make sure. I'm doing a new audio setup right now.
No, you're good, man. You're good.
Okay, good. Hey, I'm Carlos A.S. Lysing. I'm the owner and lead game designer for Castle Entertainment. We do old school Osric first edition D&D adventure modules and game supplements. Got about 1 million books out there for any of you guys who are interested in adventures. And
Plus this great little adventure right here, written by someone else with him.
Yeah, I've heard about that one before.
Hoolies.
I've heard about that one before.
Yep.
That one's the gift that keeps on giving.
Yep.
But yeah, that's me. I'll be at GaryCon, and I couldn't be more honored to be a part of this initiative.
And Carlos, did you see this yet? Did you see the ad? No.
Oh yeah, I did.
Oh, you did. Okay. Yeah. So I got you in there for your events and all. So we got
Yeah,
Carlos' logo.
that's awesome. I'll be running an adventure called The Lesser of Two Evils, which takes place. Somebody earlier mentioned the nation of the kingdom of Nyrond, and that's exactly where I'm going to be running my stuff too. So it's going to be a little bit of a east half of the map kind of night.
That's awesome.
Mm-hmm.
That's awesome. Great to see and you back. And Garner has always been running around like a madman nowadays too. So
yeah,
welcome. You are muted. We can't hear you.
Professional.
Oh, that's wrong.
Ouch. Shots fired.
Oh my gosh. Go ahead, Garner. Let me see if we can hear you now. No. There we go.
Yep.
All right. Somebody was using their headphones when we were streaming earlier and then forgot to bring it back to my boom mic. So, all right. Thanks, Jimmy. I appreciate the hard time. I couldn't do it without you. But seriously, what I can't do without is the great job that you've done with the last few weeks on the GaryCon Live stream. Guys, that has taken off again. It is great. And Jimmy is doing all those things that he needs to do to make sure that we're going to be successful. So the reason why that matters to me is because I run communications for GaryCon, but that overlaps with the social media and the stream media stuff that we're doing too. And so Jimmy and Matt and I are pairing up on a regular basis to make sure that those are successful. So I was invited originally to come in and do this as Chaotic Good Gaming, which is my brand, but the right thing to do was to offer that to Luke so that we could also reach out to our entire network of people to jump in and do this. And Luke was all over it. And so GaryCon Live is the one that's going to come in and do it.
Yes, it's just awesome.
Yep, we have a great adventure in the Lost Shrine of Tomoa-chan. And then, and by the way, I was just pointing out that my demon's not in your picture. So my fiends are not there. So yeah, but
you're keeping
yeah,
them secret. So yep.
But we've also got a great lineup of people that are coming in to do the game as well. So my cast is.
We'll get to that. This is introductions. We'll get to that. We'll get to that. Promise you.
We're done.
Promise you. We'll get to the. I want to go to the detail over. Yes, promise. Promise. And I'll hit all the banners up. You got a great cast. You got a wonderful. I cannot wait to share that. Yeah, absolutely.
Twisting some arms.
Yep. And thank you, Garner. Dave, Guild Superior. Introduction time here. What we got?
Hello, everybody. My name's Dave. I run games and play games and produce games over on the Guild Superior Twitch channel and bop around with some of the folks that you see on this screen right now and folks that were on before. Always fun to see everybody. I'm really excited to be part of this again. This is a big highlight in terms of spring events. I wouldn't miss it. So thanks again for Jay, and
Of
others
course.
for heavy lifting to put this all together. It is truly an honor to be part of the Greyhawk creative community and doing good things for kids. So, I mean, it doesn't get any better than that. Playing games, being heroic at the table, being heroic in real life. Yeah, it's the right thing to do.
And I see you got some pre donations already in your sub, which is good.
That's right. Yep. We're already getting after it. So yeah, appreciate everybody who's already made donations ahead of time, and massive shout out to Rob for really, putting some electricity into this thing ahead of time. It's amazing.
Rob has always been the one. Rob's one of 1A. There's two monster benefactors of the community when it comes to this, and Rob's one of the two. The other one wishes to remain anonymous, but they're both always up there in the amount of generosity they have, and it's really kind of them both. But thank you, Dave. We'll get to you in a second here. Kurt, after a little hiccup, we got it all worked out.
We did. Had to have a quick little change of format and whatnot and where we're going to be going. But thanks to the guys over at Folk and Myth, we're going to keep on rolling. Hi, everybody. I'm Kurt, also known as Covenant on the internet. I am the co-owner of Broken Brain Games, where we make all kinds of ports for Ragnaborg, which is our flagship game, as well as Morkborg. And we're very OSR focused and whatnot in the creations that we have. But yeah, this is my first year here. I'm happy to be a part of the Greyhawk community. I know many of the people previously and a handful of folks here today, and I am happy to be here and great and excited to be a part of this game and tell this great, wonderful story.
We are looking forward to seeing what you have to offer there. We showed the banner, and I'll show it again in a minute here. I can't even find. I'm lucky. My ass is attached to the back of my body today. I don't.
Most of us are that way, as far as I know.
Oh my
Thanks
gosh.
for that visual.
Yeah, I know. It's just one of those days, man. So I can't even. I can't even.
Every day.
Yeah, I know, Duff. It's just like it gets worse and worse and worse. And then lastly, they streamed last year at Fable 42, but now you're playing with Critical Dice G-Dubs. Good to see you, man. And thanks for the hookup.
Of course, glad to be back. Year 2.
Awesome.
Hi guys, I'm GW. You can typically find me online at GW005, 2 B's, 2 zeros. And I am a player, DM, streamer, owner of the channel Fable 42. And yeah, I am excited for round two for me of this awesome charity. I have a really strong love for it. My mom, I didn't know until after she passed, but my mom, all while I was growing up, was always sending portions of her check to St. Jude's. And my dad told me that it was her biggest charity love, so much so that she's also always did, even when she herself was sick. And a lot of our income kind of had to go to her. She would still send chunks to them. So I'm very happy to be a part of this. And when I was born, I was actually born with an ear infection. And so they did some good work with me too when I was coming up. So happy to be here.
Awesome. So glad to have you.
Really do appreciate it. So will Garner's Horns get their own hour tonight? Well,
Yep.
You never know. So I have to give my channel over to Punk Arc Jenny one night too. So he's gotta get in line here. This is how we're gonna do this. I'm gonna go in chronological order based on all we have here this time to make it a little bit easier on myself. And we're gonna start on Thursday night, so everyone can also see this. But before I do that, I'll put that up. It's Carlos and me on Thursday. Let's show you the 6 Elmores we have. Okay, and that right there all wrapped up. So, and some of them are different sizes this year. I tried to go with demonic or this kind of theme as much. So we have this one here. Remember, they'll all be signed. These are all just pictures of them. We have the wood sprites one. I thought it was pretty cool looking. That miniature's in one of the Elmore box sets. In fact, that's the miniature I use for Samantha Crakesbone, except she has a shield on. And Coco and Darling will remember she's the one that got her arm cut off in that adventure on a Thursday night a couple weeks ago. So that painted mini. So that's 1. Wood sprites 2. 3 doors. Thought it was another neat neat one we've never given out before. Kind of got these, all the strange symbols on each door. That's the second one. Third one is Portal 2 from Larry Elmore. There we go. It's a little fuzzy because there we go. It should straighten out. But yeah, that's another really cool looking one. You got a guy with a gun here, stepping through. That one's a little bit more fuzzier than I thought. Contemplating Man. Yeah, I just like, I thought that was a really cool predator-like, demon, devilish type one that he has done. Another one we have Next one is Demon Slayers. All right. Cool background. Wait, I guess that one didn't get banished back to its plane there, Carlos. It's so yeah, or it may not be not fully dead yet. And lastly, I had to go with one that everyone loves more than anything because it'll be the top one. I went with this again. I went with Aveline the Life Giver. It's one of the favorites of all time. So I just threw that one back in there because I knew that someone's going to want that. I know a lot of people asked me when they were going through the list, I want that. That was the first one that went. So, so I did that one for a second time. We did it from Legends last year. So those are the 6, courtesy of Larry Elmore.
Beautiful.
Yeah, absolutely. So I start at 7:30 with my normal friends. And I just called it an overload of demons. So we're going to have Knights of Eula characters that are going to go off. There's 2 groups. There's going to be the Knight of Eula characters that I'm going to be DMing, and then the special group with Ed Greenwood and everyone on Saturday night going out searching for something in SUS. And I will do that group on Thursday, starting at, we're going to start a little earlier than 7:30 as normal. When we finish, we will raid immediately into Carlos, who will be in progress at that time. So, Carlos, what do you got going for us on Thursday night? And thanks for hopping in and joining, and also for your generosity.
Absolutely, man. I couldn't be more pleased. Actually, that was the merch Valkyrie Amanda. Most of the decision to support the initiative this year with a lot of our modules.
2-3 sets of Marquesa.
Yeah, she actually really she deserves the props on that one for sure.
All right.
Yeah.
The Marquesa series, yep.
Those are among our best sellers, so you guys can those of you guys who don't have it, absolutely pick it up.
Yep.
I'm going to be running a game called The Lesser of Two Evils on Thursday night, and it will it's a very short scenario, including 3 players that are great players and dear friends of mine, a couple of whom are actually out in the crowd right now. One of them would be Justinius out there, otherwise known as Greg Johnson. Another one would be Von Malku out there, who is also known as Michael Mossberger. Mm-hmm. And a special guest of mine who's going to be JC Luxton, who a lot of you guys know who follow some of the deep lore of Greyhawk. He wrote a absolutely stunning and in-depth treatise on the elves of the free kingdom, the fake kingdom of Selene.
Yep.
And he's a dear friend of mine. I've known him for many years now. We met at you mentioned how gaming founders friendships and outreaches through conventions. I met him at GaryCon about 6-7 years ago, and we've been very good friends ever since. And I couldn't be more pleased to have him on there. So yeah, the Lesser of Two Evils takes place in the Kingdom of Nyrond and along the southern coast of the Kingdom of Nyrond, near Shining White. For those of you guys who happen to know the Citadel of Shining White from the Marklands, it's run by the Paladin of Foltest Feren, and I don't know that I really want to say too much more about it because I want to give people a reason to watch the show, and also I've got players out there in the audience.
Yeah.
So, but I think you guys will really like it. It's I'm sure that it's going to be way different than anything else that you're going to see over the weekend. I've taken a really different approach to this scenario than I think that most people will take.
So note the following: if you have computers and stuff, you can have 2 streams up at the same time, because we do have some times where there's going to be some crossover, and they get credit for viewing on both. So please feel free, or if when Carlos comes on at 9, you're not going to upset me with my sorry, my old schmo friends and all, that if you go over and watch Carlos at 9, please, this is all community based. Let's have fun with this, and let's get the best we can for St. Jude out of it. All right, and I'm so honored, Carlos, you're able to fit this in your schedule and to come and play. You know.
Oh yeah, I like I said, I'm honored to be a part of it. I mean, if you look at I was watching for a little bit at the end of the hour one, and I'm looking at all the people here from hour two, and I feel I'm very humbled to be a part of this because there's nothing but giants that I'm seeing in our community around here. So that's it's gratifying and humbling to be a part of it.
And thank you once again, Amanda and your crew for the Marquesas. We got some great stuff, and there'll be
thank you so
both
much.
those will be top 10. People will be like, "Oh my God, all three, boom!" So yeah, that is wonderful. So let's go to Friday, back to Friday, and we come here and we're going to see Folk and Myth, and we know Troller Games, and then Kurt is second here. And let me bring up your game again, Kurt. All right, and you are 6 o'clock on Friday Eastern. Tell us a little bit.
That's correct.
Tell us a little bit more.
Sorry.
Go for it.
So the game is called The One Who Is Called. It's going to be taking place in Blackmore because that's my personal chunk of Greyhawk that I've laid claim to and nobody else has. So so basically what it is the group of adventurers are going to be traveling south towards the Moshfog camp, and they're going to come across a town that is abandoned, oddly enough. They don't see people moving about in it, and the streets are somewhat deserted, and the only thing that greets them is a hanging corpse off of the tavern signpost, and a rhythmic chanting that comes from the Temple of Palor at the heart of the town.
How very Blackmore.
Oh. I'm sorry, Kurt. I needed to get back to you, so maybe we can we can coordinate a little bit and see if they can come up with something to help you out with Blackmore. Yeah.
All right, I appreciate that. But that's the premise of the game. I don't want to give too much more of it, but I will say, as someone who pretty much writes in the Morkborg space, you can imagine that it's going to be very brutal, very deadly.
Oh.
And there's 4 players, so one should live, maybe.
You have to have someone to tell the tale.
No promises.
That was awesome. Yeah.
One should live. I like that
attitude. I have a great cast. Bruengal, who made that amazing PM screen. He is one of my players. I also have a good friend of mine, Rachel. She is one of our writers over at Broken Brain Games. And the wonderful, lovely couple, Catchy Cantrips, are forming they were forming the other 2 players for the group. They create a lot of 5e content and whatnot for themselves and whatnot. So bringing them in, and we hope it's going to be a really good time. It's going to be spooky. It's going to be scary. And I've got the guys from Folk and Myth running the tech and helping me set up some of the overlays and whatnot for it. And it's going to have a familiar vibe for those of you who are used to the war between the heavens and the hells.
Oh, nice. Love it. Excellent. Gonna have a lot of fun with all these, man. You're gonna see some cool stories and some deaths, and it's just it's gonna be a great weekend. It really is. I'm excited, Kurt, and thank you for
man. I'm happy to be here.
Yeah, persevering, and we got we're gonna continue, and you're gonna be at Gary Con too, right?
Yes, sir.
Oh, man.
Legends and Founders and Gary Con.
Wow.
I'm going to
Awesome.
both.
Double header.
Oh yeah,
that's awesome. So, but I'm sorry, I'm getting bombarded like usual.
You're
Yeah, Jimmy, stop laughing. Yeah, this is
never
what
laugh at you, Jay.
watch. ESP. Jimmy's thinking, Jay, you bring it all on yourself.
You asked for this. You've asked for years, pal. Okay? That's how long we've known each other. You continue to
I know. I bring it all on myself. So, but Kurt, sit tight there, and thank you. I love the presentation on the banner work is unbelievable. It's
looks
fantastic.
awesome.
It looks fantastic, and I know you'll do a good game. And I'm really excited about watching as much as I possibly can.
for sure. Yeah.
Yeah. So, we're gonna hop back now. Did I save it? Yes. All right. So we talked a little bit about this with Jason there, G Dub. So what do you got, man? You excited to play with this group?
Oh, always. In this group, the core is pretty much me, Jackie, Lightbox Gnome, and Latinos Against Spooky Shit. I can say it, Jason. I'm just gonna say it.
Yeah, of course. You're good.
But it's usually like us four, and then we often have a guest player.
Yes.
So the premise, I'm not sure what's in store, what Jason has in store for us in this game, but the premise of the Grey Watch is basically we're kind of like a secret team that like we get sent on missions in the multiverse. So like we normally start in like a hall of doors. We get information from kind of like the head honchos, which happen to be three flumps who are psychic. But basically, when there's an imbalance in one of the worlds somewhere, the Grey Watch team gets sent to kind of clear things up. And the way Jason normally does it is he has his own kind of special deck that helps you kind of create a one-shot in 15 minutes. And he normally pulls these cards and kind of like decides on how he's going to put those together for the adventure. So that's what you can kind of expect here. Shay Ayton, it's going to be my first time playing with him. I've seen a lot of his content, love his stuff. It seems like a very funny guy. Can't wait to meet him.
Awesome.
But yeah, it's gonna be a blast. It's a very interesting band of characters. These guys.
So I'm so ecstatic because there is a little bit of a crossover there as well between Kurt's and yours because of the time frame there, but that's okay. Once again, you can have them both up, so it doesn't. That's another thing. It's on their own channel, so it won't make it affect anything. So Falcon Myth will rate into you as soon as they're done. So really excited about watching both streams. And that you're participating again this year. So thank you so very much.
Yeah, so glad to be back. I love this cause. I love everyone here. I remember the talk that we had last year was just amazing and couldn't wait to be back this time. So.
Well, it's really it's humbling for you to say, for me to hear you say that, and I really appreciate it. Thank you so very much. So we have someone who may have one-upped Garner's outfit there in the lower right-hand corner.
Yeah.
The ever
Timbo.
The ever mysterious Tim is here, everyone.
I wouldn't want my curved horns to diminish anyone's upward turned spikes. There's room for both. There's room for both.
So as we go, look at it. It's amazing his uncanny timeliness is. Let's go to Saturday. We're packed Saturday. We start 6 o'clock in the morning Saturday EST with the ever mysterious Tim DMing his legendary City State of the Invincible Overlord campaign, which is only, I don't know, it goes back 38 years, not 44, but it goes back a long way to when we were in high school. And I have a character, Dervilia, that I'll be playing in that morning, along with Patrick's playing in that, Canadian Gaber, Alan, one of our other players, and another lady who I've not met yet. So, Tim, tell us a little bit about your what.
Well, unfortunately, you selected Feast of Fiends as the theme. I apologize in advance.
No, thanks.
The name of the adventure is The Cavalier Who Came to Dinner.
Yeah, and that's my character. That's great. Thanks. That's wonderful.
I was telling him as I was researching the villains, I actually was slightly nauseated and felt sick to my stomach.
Well, it'll be early in the morning. I won't have anything in my stomach to worry about. So,
and I'm not exaggerating. I really did feel a little queasy. I was like, ooh.
Yes. Well,
I will do my best to provide the imagery necessary.
Yeah, you can never take the military out of the man there. Tim, Tim's seen it all. So, yep, retired. How many years you been retired now in the military? 10? Close to.
11.
11 years, yeah. So.
Not that anybody's counting.
Not anyone's counting. He's counting.
Yes.
So you have a mysterious Tim, everyone, in that Saturday morning 6 a.m. slot that we
I am
always
going to
love to do.
remove my headgear because it's hot.
Yep, no problem. From there, we're raiding into Gary Con Live. Garner, now we can tell about this. I mean, I gotta find it. Oh my god, I got so many GC Live. I'm gonna use this one because it's long and it fits the screen better.
Long and it's big and it's. You know what? It's interesting though. All those pictures, you seem to smush some of them, and so they. Anyway, but guys, this is a great lineup. A bunch of people that are going to be at GaryCon, but have said, "Hey, we're all in for helping St. Jude's as well." And so I really appreciate all of them showing up. So if you have not met AJ Winters, you definitely need to do that at GaryCon. She is actually the owner of the first D&D content company in Australia. So she owns Winter's Tales Winter's Tales Company, and is also a very popular streamer as well, world creator, and just a talented woman all the way around. So we will definitely be excited to have her play in our game. She also plays in our Sunday, in our regular Sunday game too, called Ward Rats. So if you get a chance to check out Ward Rats on GaryCon Live, that would be a good idea. You'll get a preview. But the others are a group of gentlemen who have just knocked it out of the park this year. They've been playing, streaming, creating for about 6 or 7 years together now, and they are the Legends of Evantris, and they had just an incredible Kickstarter this fall, and so they are, one of the hottest things. But they are a group of selfless individuals, and I heard. So if we've got Mysterious Tim, non-mysterious Tim was Tim from earlier, right? But talking about mental health issues, mental health awareness as well. These guys are all about that, and also are all in on supporting St. Jude's too. So really excited to have a great lineup. In addition to them, another good philanthropist, Chris Ferris, who is leading our GaryCon auction. He is a philanthropist, but he also is very experienced with auctions as well, and charity work. So he is going to jump in here as our 6th spot on Saturday morning. So really excited for that. And so I've heard a couple of you talk about how you're gonna do these things. My adventure is the Lost Shrine of Tomoe-chan. If you haven't played it before, it's a great one to play. It was the Origins 1979 tournament module, but Wizards converted it to 5e, stuck it into which one did they stick it into? The portal, right? So the
Yawning Portal.
Yeah, the Yawning Portal. That's it. They stuck it into Yawning Portal, but I like that style, that tournament style game, and it also fits well for doing charitable stuff, because these guys got to go as fast as they can. They need help from the audience to to make it through all the things that they're going to do. Although I think I'm with Kurt. I don't expect most people to live, and so everybody's got to start off with 2. And I've got a bunch of pre-gens as well too. So we're all set to do as much fundraising as we possibly can on Saturday. So very excited about that.
It's fantastic, Garner, and thank you so very much for participating first time this year. Yeah, we got 2 Tims here, and they're both are you current military? I'm sorry, Tim, I didn't realize if you were current or retired military.
I'm still active, yeah.
Oh, cool. Yeah, you and Tim got a lot to talk about then. And Anna's ex-military too. You all can go on about big guns and jets and naval destroyers and all sorts of stuff for hours.
Former military, Jay. Former.
I know you're former. I know you both. Yeah.
As if you've been kicked out.
Yeah.
Former.
I got it.
Me too, Jay.
Yeah, I know, Carl. You were Marines, weren't you, Carlos?
Yeah, I was Air Force.
Air Force, okay.
I wasn't that hard. Come on now.
I don't know.
All those years of hockey counterbalanced it. You're good.
Yeah, exactly. You.
Well, we thank you all. We thank you all for your service. Really. It's a special, takes a special person to do that. All right, so continuing on Saturday. Do I have the right day up? Yeah. Skip me. We'll do me last. Jimmy.
Oh my God.
That's what she said. Prayers, what do you got going on at 10?
We'll end the evening out probably when everybody's ready to go to sleep, and call it a night. That's fine. We always do this, year number 4?
6.
No, for me though.
Oh, 4 for you. Yes, 4.
4 or 5. Yeah. Been here for a while.
Yeah.
So always pulling out the late night, mostly late night Saturday night shift. You've had a couple go after before, but yeah, we've got, we won't say much. I don't think any of the players, they're just, a few from the channel and a few newbies that are going to come play. We'll be, messing around with Gugu, as I like to call them, so.
Because you love Knowles, right?
Yeah. It was one of them. I like a few,
Yeah.
hair, little hair raising incidents, but yeah, we found something in one of the Dragon magazines, a little one shot. So
cool.
we're gonna put that together and see what trouble they can get into. I'm gonna be throwing them a twist to start the game off. Some might call a railroad, but not in my land, So, but we'll have a little fun. So looking forward to it, and hopefully people will be there. So like I said,
yeah, we got a lot of crazy people that stay up all night.
Yeah,
right?
I do. But I've been dead for about a year. Well, and I've told Jay, we just a little burnout, a little taking off, a lot of other things going on, real life getting into the channel. Took a back seat except for the streaming stuff that we do for the cons. And so yeah, we're slowly putting our feet back in the water to do some more fantasy content, but going to be pushing some more free league.
Oh, cool.
So
very cool.
I'm a super fan. So
yeah, we're gonna have. Yeah, it'll be. I imagine you'll have a nice crowd late night. Yeah, it'll be a fun time. Like Scottish Jeffs of the world who never sleep. So absolutely.
And I'll see most of everybody at GaryCon too. So we'll be working at Founders and Legends and GaryCon and getting stuff. Got a big shout out to Big Dave there, who's here with us. He's going to be doing some the March too. I won't take over this stream about the GaryCon stuff. We can talk about it at the end.
Yeah, it sounds like a play. Well, Josh will come on and won't shut up.
Yeah.
So we know that's going to happen. So
mute him, please.
Yeah. Going into Sunday, Tim Stronghold, man, what do you got cooking for us? We're excited.
So we run a Storm King Thunder, where if you're tracking how Storm King Thunder works in 5e, there's about 3 different paths you can take. So my friend Pete and I both co-DM. So it falls onto Pete's week. So Pete will run it and I build his table for him. So I'm about to find out tomorrow or the next day what kind of table he wants me to build that's right in front of me. I think it's going to be Moragul's Mound. We start out in Mirabar. We're going to get some clues there, and then we're going to head looking for some artifacts. We're confused on our side, so I have to pretend I'm Sir Timothy, the Sad Paladin right now. And I don't know what we're looking for. So we'll head down to Moragul's Mound, and we'll probably get beaten up by. He gives me some spoilers, but I'll try to hold that off so that the folks that are watch our channel can be just as surprised as me and the rest of the crew. We'll have the normal party with us. We'll have Gary, Sam, Kara Rolson. She's the author of the Pantheon series. It's on Amazon. She's doing quite well there.
Oh, cool.
My wife, Krista, and I will both be there as well, dressed up here on the side. We'll go for the 5 hours, and then we run into another stream next week it's another charity event that we're doing for 988, which I always do, where we'll also have Catchy Cantrips with us. So they're gonna be super busy. Tori Hill, who's going to GaryCon, will be us with that event as well. Should be awesome. An Old World Charm. But that being said, we're running our first table for GaryCon. We'll be down in the basement. Super psyched about that. A little bit anxious, but I can't wait to meet some of you guys, and very honored to be able to participate in this. So we hope we do well.
We got so many people going this year. It's going to be disgusting.
Yeah, it's awesome.
It's going to be like taking over. As long as Josh doesn't get in our way, we're all going to have fun.
Yeah.
You're muted, Jimmy. You're muted.
I should be muted. The words that are coming out of my mouth. Okay, so.
Well, yeah. Curtis is like threatening. Make him get Jay's office supplies ready. Yes, because I always go in looking for duct tape. I need duct tape. So, thanks, Kai. All right. Well, that leads us to Guild Superior, which will be the last RPG of the day, right? An RPG of the event.
Sunday, yeah.
Yeah, Sunday 3. Have a little crossover between the two of you, but that's okay because, like I said, we'll have plenty of people watching both. Gil, you got a great banner too, man. You guys have stepped up.
Yeah, I'm getting jelly. I'm at the crate one.
Yeah, I
Now.
mean, this one's awesome.
It's like, you know,
look at that.
hobby gone crazy, man. I don't know.
Yeah.
I can't stop thinking about this stuff. Yeah, no, I'm super excited. I think Sundays have kind of been that's kind of been the day we've kind of fallen into on the last couple of years, which has been great. And I have a fantastic table of players coming, folks that I've played with before: Tithalanos, Shiv, Flea Monkey, Doc Shoulder, Scottish Jeff, people that you probably all have seen in the chats, hanging out and being part of this community. So I'm feel really privileged to have a great table. We're doing something a little bit different this year. We're going to be running this game using the Shadow Dark RPG game. I've been just like going, you know, all the way in on Shadow Dark recently, and it's been really fun. We've got a community Discord based game that we've been playing. Yeah, there you go.
Look at that.
Kurt. Yep. We have a Discord group, and we've been playing. It's kind of like a West Marches style. Anybody can come in and play it. It's episodic, and Anna came and played with us. And
It's an awesome game. Damn, it's tough. Yeah.
Was that the TPK? Sorry about that.
Kind of, yeah.
Don't be sorry. Never be sorry.
Well, I mean, it's the dice. The dice did it, and bad.
But
decisions
it's awesome. So it's brutal and gritty and tough, and also kind of claustrophobic. It's like it's on you all the time, so to speak. And don't make sure you have torches. Don't run.
That's right. Make sure you bring torches, because when the light goes out, things get real dangerous real quick. So very excited to try that out in a Greyhawk setting. The game is going to start in Gradzul, is going to make its way eventually to the Dreadwood Forest, which I have a soft spot in my heart for. It's come into play a couple times in my campaigns. And the Greyhawk stuff that I've been running is we have our main campaign on Tuesdays, of course. It's been going for about 3 years streamed. And then we do these one shots that are part of, I'm calling them like the Heroes of Greyhawk side quests. So they all kind of have a role in the greater campaign that's going on. This is no exception. So what happens in this game will influence what's happening with the main campaign, which is really fun. It's another sort of mental gymnastics that I do to myself to try to thread things together.
Absolutely, it's a way to do it.
It's just the fun. So I've taken a lot of inspiration from a lot of the people that I'm looking at in the Zoom call, by the way. So Carlos had a big impact on some of the stuff in my first campaign that has gone on to have a lot of ramifications in this campaign and in this game. Anna's maps, of course, have been an inspiration. Jay, your stuff and playing games with Kurt and Jimmy have always been something that I walk away with new ideas and new ways of doing things, and maybe Jimmy new ways of not doing things. I don't know.
Pretty much. Yeah, I'll agree with that.
Yeah, but no, I'm super excited. I like running on Sunday for this thing. It's going to be fun. Hopefully, you know, maybe we'll be the ones that help kind of push things over the hump there. I don't know, but yeah. So really excited to play again for this.
Fantastic.
It's an honor.
Before I talk about what we're doing on my event, let's go over some of the things I got here. More community gift. Patrick Kane, Ancient Gamer, all reprints of the anniversary of first edition gold, high-end books that they brought out. The entire set. Okay.
We can say it's actually 50 years since
D&D
50
was
years
published
today.
Yeah, for OD&D. From William Henry Dvorak, a bunch of Ravensrook books. If you haven't gotten it, this is your chance to get that. All right, so Giant Stomp as well. From Frog God Games. I forgot who gave this to me. I think Frog God, Quad Keep. A tough book to get a hold of in hardback.
Oh,
okay,
that is cool. In
yeah,
hardback.
Ooh,
never seen it in hardback before.
Some Tomes of Essential Horrors from Frog Gods. One's hardback, one's soft. This book here, which I've used extensively recently, the Monstrosities book. We got another one of these to give out. All right, okay. These are from Gamescape. And you're going to be like, oh, Gamescape? So Infinite Dimensions and Gamescape are giving me a bunch of STL files, too. But this stuff's from Gamescape, and Jeremy always says, "I got the shit lying around in the house. I'm gonna." So this, I don't know how old this is. A limited edition Mage Knight Shadow Dragon. So he's like, "I don't need this."
Wow.
Damn. Okay.
Yeah, this thing's old.
Wow. I would love to have that just like lying around my house. That would be super.
You look
cool.
old.
Say you give that away?
Yeah, he's given it. Yeah, he's donated it to.
If you don't have like 3 of them at your game table, don't give them away.
Well, yeah, this is yeah. So Jeremy's very kind. This is a 3.5 leatherback core rulebook. He's given that.
Wow.
Now this is, I think. Wait till you see these. Gygax is yeah, 2 dangerous journeys. This one is Mythos Magic, and the other one's Mythos Fantasy. Yeah, the role-playing game itself. So that's they go together for dangerous journeys. Gary Gygax. So he's like, I don't know, I'm not going to ever use this stuff. You can give it away. I'm like, okay. Why not?
Cool.
That's generosity. I have this too from the community. I think this was Patrick Wago. I've been holding this. Hardback Night Below. All right.
Ooh.
Yep. Reprint. Hardback Night Below. Now, the 2 grand prizes. And I said 2. Where'd they go?
Oh, he lost them by
I
accident.
did. Troy.
Oh,
Yeah.
Now,
bummer.
you know I tried 3 years to get this map. 3 years it took me to get this map. Troy has given us, this is Living Greyhawk Journal Gazette 2. In it is, in the back, is the Malden Greyhawk City map that everyone wants. All right. Somehow, it cloned itself. And I have a second one. So I have 2 of these Malden free. These are I think these are the first 2 to go. They're so hard to get, so rare. If you came into the game late, after this was in print, and it was not a large print run. Yeah, so I have 2 of these for this year. Yeah, I'm not. Hey, maybe I'll have some for next year too. You never know.
I'll be stopping by your house later.
No, yes, no.
Yeah.
You'll get nothing like it. And then I have a lot of print sets from Dimension Games for the new Kickstarter. Print sets from Jeremy from Gamescape 3D as well. And we were talking about Troll Lord games while Chuck was here. I don't even know the quantity I have in giveaways this year. It's got to be.
It's got to be the most you've had.
Yeah, I think it has. And we talked about all the stuff from Black Blade Publishing as well. Those compilations, a 6-book compilation, 2 sets of them. So. And Broomgale's, yeah. So the community, the sponsors. Let me throw that up. People have not seen that yet. We'll do the sponsors. I'll talk about my game. Then we'll do the demon guess, okay, or the infernal guess. And then here we go. So here's the official sponsor list for this, and they're scrolling through. We got Gamescape 3D, Carlo Slicing, CSL Entertainment, Troller Games, Frog God Games. Dungeon Alchemist, Wicked Studios, which is Will's company, Black Blade Publishing, Alan Groes, Larry Elmore, Reaper Miniatures, Infinite Dimensions Games, and Broomgale. They're the sponsors for this year. So it's the most sponsors we've ever had for this. So the community has really stepped up. Thank you all for the support. So we got some really nice things for your generosity. All right, my game. Saturday night, 6 p.m. The Empire of the Sun. Now, you may have seen some sneak peeks of the miniatures. Yes. This time, yeah. Oh, see, because you were in the Prelude, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yep.
You were in the Minions of the Sun.
I almost became a minion, I think.
Yes. And who appeared at the very end of that adventure on the miniature?
I'm not going to give it away. You announce it.
Well, it was the sun himself. Said
It
that
was.
Greyhawk is mine. This world is mine. You're all mine, basically, and then disappeared at the end. I was, because that group's 4th and 5th level. So the Empire of the Sun. In it, we have Ed Greenwood playing Revelantor. We have Eric Mona playing the legendary Venarium Vord. Darling Creepshow playing Flavius, her Wild Mage. We got Little Bird playing Lairja, her Cleric Mage. Steven Chenault playing Angram as Dwarf Fighter. I added Coco Bunny because I was like, they don't have enough fighters in this group. They're going to get their asses kicked. So I added Coco Bunny. She's got her oh my gosh, my brain just shut off. Her Ranger.
Sometimes, Jay, you don't need to fight. Sometimes you should be able to talk your way.
Yeah, I don't think that's going to work this time, Tim. Yeah, I don't-
running is always an option.
yes. Coco will tell me. Yes.
Or surrendering.
Yeah.
Maybe they're nice.
Sure, demons are always very nice here. So Elizira of House Vested, her 8th level ranger, and then Chuck Cumbo playing the legendary Robert de Crayon.
De Crayon.
De Crayon, yes, his Crusader. So we're gonna expect to have a fun time. So yes, I'm gonna put them up against some really nasty things. I had some surprises. Yeah, and that'll be Saturday night at 6. So looking forward to it. All right, we're up to $5,070 already. 1/5 of the way there. Thank you, everyone. Let's play the game. Okay, we got 2 set here. We got this is Grazitz, right? And this one's Yinug. Is everyone saying that?
Yeah.
Agree? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
What else? What else is on this Feast of
Zugat
Fiends?
Moy, I see.
Which
Yeah.
one?
Yep.
Zugat Moy.
Which one?
Right, the one right there in the middle, isn't it?
Yep, it's the dead center.
Yeah,
Zugat
right,
Moy.
right in the
Moy
center.
from 3rd edition. There was a
Yeah.
French artist who made a wonderful sculpture,
Yeah.
and then they took picture of it and used it. So it's that sculpture in profile that is used for Zugat. And
She's a beaut.
On the far right, would that be Fraser Blue?
Yes.
Yep. that's
Fraser
Fraser
Blue is here. Master of Deception.
hmm
Yep.
Now we're getting into the little bit trickier ones that
I think
pop
I
in
know
here
what
and
this
there.
one is.
That's a Jawa.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of the
sure
Yawa. And to be Tim, you're onto something because
it's-
in Monster Manual 2, I'm pretty sure that the Jawas was the model for the sketch of this guy.
It's the boatman.
Yes,
It's
Charon the
Char-
boatman.
yeah, Charon.
Charon or yeah.
Charon, yes.
Charon.
Nah, it's a Jawa.
Yeah.
Jawa.
Yep.
Yeah.
So from
Charon,
Monster Manual
the
2.
boatman across the sticks, right?
Yep.
Yep. hmm
Good one.
Or
We got a ways to
Charon
go
or
still
something.
here.
Yeah, there's
that
a couple
Grazit?
of more ones.
Which one?
Let's see.
Between Charon and Fraser Blue, would that be Malconthet?
Well, that's a kind of a tricky
Or
one.
or
because
would it
it's
be
not-
or maybe Red what her daughter
It is not a named one.
okay.
And I play tricks with the size too to make
Got
it really difficult. Yeah.
Okay.
So
Has
it's
to be
actually
something.
smaller.
Yes, it's smaller.
Oh.
It's a quasit.
It's a spike demon.
Yeah, it's an imp. Yeah.
It's an imp. I was close. Okay.
Yeah,
It's
you're
an
very
imp.
close.
All right. There you go. It's an imp.
Yep.
Nice.
And then we have a couple of hidden ones.
We
There's
got-
one that
We
yeah,
got one
like
here.
it.
We got one here,
Yeah.
at least one
Yeah.
here.
yeah.
I'm
and then
curious who the one with the scythe is on the far
Yeah, right here.
there's- Yeah. mhm.
left.
This is Greyhawk, so
Oh,
that can only be
Nerul?
one.
Nerul.
Yes, that's
Okay.
Nero
Daryl the Reaper.
Yeah,
from 3rd
yeah.
edition illustration
Yeah.
for a 3rd edition.
Beautiful.
From Deities and
great.
Demigods 3rd edition. I took this because he had the best silhouette in that one, so that's why I took it.
So is this one
Recognizable.
here, right here, or is that part of Zugdemoy here?
That's part of Zugdmoy.
Okay.
Yes.
So
it's
we
part
have
of Zugdmoy.
this big
But
one
there is a-
here.
there-
It's her
yeah,
fungal
but there
bodice.
is a little tweak to Zugdmoy, but it didn't turn out well, unfortunately, because the
There-
picture was a little bit pixely, and she almost also fungus that has like the hat sticking up really. So I took Ayu's head and scaled it down and put it in her hand, but then I had to vectorize it to make the silhouette more kind of, and then
Oh.
that rounded Ayu's head a little bit. But
Okay.
she's actually holding Ayu's head. That was the
Oh.
idea, so to speak. So I took Ayu's head from another one, but that it was
hopefully he's not
rounded
doing
out in
something crazy to her.
Illustrator, so it was so that
He's
didn't
always
turn out
got
well.
plans for her, doesn't he?
That was me. Yeah, that was me trying something that didn't turn well out. But then there's a couple of ones in the background, and then there's a hidden one that we haven't seen. But
Okay.
anyone who knows that illustration should realize that there's another one who's technically not a fiend, but almost.
Wow. Give me an idea where that one's hidden, Anna.
Yeah, we have a.
I see this. It looks like we got one behind this right here.
Yeah, exactly. That's not a named one, but it's
Okay.
the one that almost ought to be named, so to speak. Well, it's kind of yeah. It's he has a
Abyssal
name.
troll.
He looks insectoid.
No, it's not insectoid.
Is this
Yeah,
first of all? Is this
and we're on
Orcus?
the lawful side.
Is
Yeah.
this Orcus in the background here?
Nope.
Okay.
That's not that.
Okay.
Well, it's kind of it's actually Huchin from that was an illustration, but I don't think it's an official one. But I loved it so much with the horns and stuff. So
Okay.
it's
Huchin.
Major Devil. So yeah.
Yeah, he's a pit fiend, isn't he?
Yeah, he's a pit fiend, Lord
Yeah.
of Pit Fiend.
Yeah.
So yeah, so it's kind of. But
Mustang
I
too.
realized afterwards that the illustration is not official D&D, probably some fan
Okay.
fiction or something. But I love the the silhouette, so I just took the silhouette.
Yeah, you got it there, Brungale. This is Koshichi with a hammer from
Exactly.
Good
That's
job,
the- with the
Brungale.
hammer.
Yeah,
That's
the
awesome. Yep.
hammer right there.
Yeah, and exactly, it's the hammer. So I
and-
love that illustration.
Yeah.
It's one of my favorites. And anyone who read the Gord books should read the Grast court, the machinations in the Grast court. And Kosteche is like, oh, can I kill something? He's like the Cookie Monster with that damn thing, and he just goes on and want to kill everything. So that's some of the best things from the book. So Kosteche is one of my favorites, and he's the one that has the biggest maul in the multiverse. So he can
Oh, that's
crush
cool.
anything.
Very
Yeah,
cool.
and then we have a hidden one that we haven't figured out, but it's part of one of them. And anyone who remembers the illustrations I've taken, it's the most iconic on this page. There is a second one in there who's technically not a fiend, but very close.
And where's that one? Is that one here?
Yeah, it's on the left. Yep, on the very left.
Oh man.
Yep, on the
Oh, I
very
see
left.
this weapon here, or is that part of
That's
that?
that's the weapon. Yep,
That's the
Grast.
weapon.
Yeah,
Right there.
Who is else in that picture? That's part of the silhouette from that illustration.
Well, it's
of
Grazit.
Grast.
So is that
Yeah.
Igwolf?
Yes.
So
it's
Igwolf is right stuck
yeah.
right there.
Which
Okay.
and she's technically not a fiend, but
Right,
she's
okay.
very close.
Nice.
Yeah. Yeah. So that was a little bit just to kind of spice things up a little bit. So yeah.
She aspires to be.
Exactly. She aspires to be. So yeah.
That is
Well
awesome.
done,
And then there's the
Well done.
Greyhawk map part of the silhouette of the red too. So that kind of
Right. Yeah, you
spices
can see the
things up
girl.
a little
Yeah,
bit.
and in the back, it's
Yeah,
really an
and-
awesome
and the
job.
silhouettes. Well, it was put together. So it was the theme. So we'll see what we can do for next year. So yeah.
Yep.
They're all damnable evil beings that shall be banished by the forces of good.
We'll see.
The ever mysterious Tim, everyone.
Yeah.
Jay, I have a question for you. How do you each year you come up with a theme? How does that materialize? Is that something you already know for next year? Or does it come
No.
out of the conversations, or is it kind of how does that happen?
It's a great question. I think of something I think that would be cool to do a theme on, and then I panic. I go, oh my god, we have to surpass
Yeah,
this
when the
number this
last
year.
when you have to when you
Yeah.
have to come up with it, it's kind of
Because we've done, let's see, we've done Dragons
was one. Yeah.
Underdark Uprising.
Yeah.
Legends last year.
Yep.
Feast of Fiends. The first year the theme was the Orbs of Dragonkind. There was a
Yep.
storyline on that one that went through, and then the second one was the Falcon against the
And
Falcon.
Dave,
Yeah.
weren't you the one who came up with the Feast of Fiends when we talked about it? I think it was you, Dave, that did that. That was someone on the Zoom call when we were talking
Yeah,
about fiends.
yeah,
I think, Dave, I think you came up with
Yeah, what a
that
great
awesome idea of having Feast of Fiends. Yeah.
It sounded really good.
Yeah, there was someone, I forgot who, but there was someone on the Zoom call when we discussed it who came up with the brilliant ideas, because we had decided we wanted to do feeds and we were spawning, and I think it was you, Dave, who came up with the Feast of Fiends.
We'll figure it out for next year down the road. Yeah,
Yeah.
I got so much going on now. I mean,
Yep.
I'm lucky if I don't know what time of the day it is or what day of the week. So,
Yep.
But yeah, so we got such a great lineup for all 4 days, starting Thursday night. What anyone in the panel here want to make a commentary or say or have a question for the rest of the panel? Please do. While we have some time here. If we run late, it's okay. I mean, it's not a big deal.
Not for me. Unfortunately, I've got a jet because I have a very anxious little 4-year-old who's
There you
ready to
go.
celebrate his cake.
That's it, Kurt. Well, hey, thanks for coming on, Kurt. Really
Yes.
appreciate it.
I appreciate it. I'll see you
Happy
guys all
re-
later.
All right. I hope you have a great night, and I'll see you soon.
Bye.
All right, bye. Yep. Nautical Adventures, maybe. Lee, I know Troy would be ecstatic about that, but that's tough. Yeah, maybe not underwater, maybe ship-based and stuff.
Well, anything water-based or
Yeah,
on
it's possible.
or above or
It's possible.
under. Yeah. Mhm.
What I have to say, it's not really a question, but Garner, do you know how long it took me to figure out that was a beer cap? I was like, there's some interesting divots in there. That's just so interesting. I was like, oh wait, it took me far too long to figure that out.
That's
So-
smart.
My kids are starting to getting into D&D and cosplaying and everything else, and this was actually nice, affordable for them birthday gift for me this year, but like I totally love it. Like I'll put the beer in there and drink it, and I'll also take it out and just wear it as a nice little Viking
That's
helmet.
funny.
I love it. I love it.
That is fantastic.
Yep.
So, my gosh, I don't even know what to ask at this point. Other than we got 8 giveaways to do, and I know Josh wants to hop on, and I'm going to let him, but I'm going to mute him if I have to.
Why?
So he can tell you and Garner and Curtis and everyone else in chat what needs to be done at GaryCon.
I have a question. I have a question for the panel.
Yeah.
For all of you guys that are running something, for the exception of Tomoa-chan, will you be doing any of your the adventures that you're running? Will any of them be subsequently published or anything, so that people who watch your streams could check them out?
No, for sure. They're are they backed up on YouTube? Is that what you mean, or backed
No,
up?
no, no. I meant published in like hard copy or a
So
PDF or
folks can
something like that.
run
Will the scenario be out there for people?
I mean, it'd be kind of cool to be able to make these available after the fact, I hadn't anticipated that, Carlos, but I'd love to learn more about the best way to do that. Yeah, that sounds fun.
So, Carlos, I'll answer
The legalities are if you're using something from a campaign that's already published and kind of offshoot and so. I don't know.
Yeah, mine can't be. Yeah.
But Carlos, Mayan, the son of Orcus, is the main plot line in the Free City of Altamira box set that's going to be going in there, in with Troller Games. So the answer is yes. Some of this will be, and it's being written as we speak, and it's we're going to have a minimum of a 20 to 25 page booklet with a cover that goes in every swag bag at GaryCon, and we'll have handouts on for it too. So we'll have about 400 published for GaryCon, and this has already been worked out with Stephen Chenault and Luke. So some of the stuff you'll see on Saturday night will, be in that box set.
What happened, Jay? I mean, Troll Lords used to have such high quality standards.
That's not funny, Carter.
Oh my God. Wow.
What happened?
Brutal.
That's all right. Zing!
I will be first in line to buy.
I know, man. I know, but we're gonna have it ready for GaryCon. So.
Isn't it true though? Like if you're publishing fan content and you're giving it away, like we could publish these things. Yes.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
Yeah. So I
Yep.
mean,
Mhm.
Or you could just file off the serial numbers on them, and not and
Yep, that's the other way.
sanitize them of Greyhawk stuff.
Mhm. Yep, those are the two ways.
For what
So-
it's worth, my stuff will be published. The thing I'm doing is going to be out there for people to see.
So
Carlos, I have literally never thought about that until you just asked. Because I actually used to do a lot of my own homebrew one shots that can literally be put in any world, anywhere. I have never thought of actually writing them out. So I might ping you on that a little bit.
Yeah, absolutely. Be my guest. I'd be more than happy to give you some guidance on how the best way to do that is, and through the publication process, because obviously that's what I do. I mean, look behind me, all those modules. I think I have 30 published D&D modules now and they're all Greyhawk with serial numbers filed off. So I'd be more than happy to do that.
Whew, I do declare. That's cool.
So
cool.
I'm going to talk in riddle. There's a third way.
DM Guild.
Sneak.
Does it involve the
sneak
Pinkertons?
All I'm going to say is sneak peek.
Kitten?
Down the road, we'll talk more. There's a third way. All right, so
Pinkerton way.
Pinkerton way, yes.
Oh boy.
Oh, stop it, Josh! I already got permission, so shut up. So stop.
boy.
Shut your pile. All right, let's do the giveaways. Last call. Let's finish with drawing. I already got permission to say that. So, all right. We got a 25, 2 15s, and 5 10s. Okay. I'm gonna roll it down. This is all for Troller Games. Last call. So we do these giveaway items, and
hey Jay.
Yes, sir.
Could I forgot to mention one thing about our game on Sunday, if it's okay.
Oh, of course.
Yeah. So Kelsey Dion, who is the author of Shadow Dark, donated a hard copy book.
Oh, good.
So we're gonna be giving away a hard copy of this thing on Sunday during our stream. Every $10 donated to our little sub campaign will get you one chance to win. So it's a great book.
That's fantastic.
dense and just beautiful.
And just remember, all that money goes into the pot for
That's
in
right.
donation order too. So that's
Yep.
just an extra bonus gift. And said Chuck will be giving me out PDFs, and we'll get them all out. 2 minimum that you can give away during your games as well. So, alrighty, very cool. Any last thoughts from everyone while I'm doing these giveaways? Please shoot it out. Tim, you've been awfully quiet in the upper right hand corner.
This me.
Yeah.
I'm here amongst the legends. I'm just listening and learning. I'm the 13th warrior.
Oh, well, that's a good thing to
knowing
be,
my
though.
place.
By his namesake, you can
movie.
tell he's got lots of. By his namesake, you can tell he's got lots of wisdom and discernment.
Oh, here we go.
Yeah.
All right.
Obviously,
You poked the beast.
Clearly, am I right?
Tim just.
No, go for it.
I was gonna say Tim just everyone wants to see Tim kill my 13th level Cavalier. That's what they want on that Sunday morning.
There's some things
Saturday morning
worse than death, as I pointed out to you.
Yeah, I got it. I understand. Go ahead there, G-Dubs. I'm sorry. What's up? What are you gonna say? We gonna say something?
Yes, sorry. For a quick second, my headphones went out. I was like, oh, I am now deaf for a second. Oh, it's back. So I have actually 2 questions. One, this is for everyone, and whether it is a homebrew game that you're going to be doing for the event or one that's already generated that you're going to walk through, how long did it typically take you to kind of flesh it out, would you say? For it to be like, okay, all right, this game, I have it all set out, it's ready. How long would you say that your process was?
Are you talking about for the game that I'm going to be running?
Yes.
6 hours.
4?
About 6 hours. And that's including the publication component of it.
Damn, you're a machine, Kratos.
Of the
Yeah.
writing and
He's good.
I work pretty fast.
Well,
That's kind of my
You are a
calling
machine.
card.
You are a
That's my
machine.
calling card.
so I'm a little bit more thorough about what I try to do, I guess. Thorough may be the wrong word. I maybe nervous that if I don't do everything. So I'll read through everything that I need to and kind of do the prep and probably reading through it's a couple of hours and then doing the preps a couple of hours. But then I will run the game for at least 1 or 2 other groups in order that I am totally prepared. No matter what happens. And they'll certainly throw me some curveballs so that I'm not really totally prepared, but I enjoy it too. So I actually probably spent about 12 hours, I guess. So probably about twice that. And it's an already published thing that I spent 12 hours for. So if I had to write it myself and handle the publishing piece, probably about 2 or 3 times that.
So that's definitely new. I've never heard of anyone like troubleshooting the campaign before or the game before the real game. That's new to me. That's cool.
Like play testing, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
For me,
I'd say for me, it's usually about an hour of prep per hour of gameplay, I would say generally, but I'm also not publishing it. It doesn't have to be, I'm essentially prepping things that I can't improvise and then try to work through the rest of it, but depending on what the players do. And then for me, I spend way too much time tinkering with overlays and the tech side of things because that's just where my mind goes. It is part of my process. That and the soundtrack. I'm constantly doing a playlist, and like, oh no, this song is gonna go here instead, So the playlist is part of my process for sure.
Nice. Couple hours for me for each game, but mine terrain teardown and setup is most time consuming thing for me.
Yeah. And I can attest that the Guild Superior soundtrack was creepy as hell. It was perfect match to the adventure. So yeah.
All right, here we go. I'm gonna go down in order quick. Just say you're here. All right. We're gonna close this out and see. First one's
I'm here.
Winner $25 gift certificate. Winner Wayne Dan Weirdo. Grats. All right. And then stick around because we're going to raid into Darling, okay? Next winner. Lee gets a 15. Lee Hawk.
Hey.
Grats. Next winner. Asher. Dale.
Hey, Asher.
Always wins.
Yep.
Or as I say, ass hurt the bear.
Yeah, we read it the wrong way sometimes. Yeah.
Next winner. We got 5 10s. Kurtz Kufanet. We know he was here, so he's good.
Yep. Awesome.
All right. Next winner. Is that Rob Phantom?
Phantom,
Phantom.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. He really earned it.
Yeah, he earned it. Next winner, I got 3 to go. Dark Steel Spork. That's a new name. Dark Steel Spork.
That's cool.
A mutant creature.
Yes.
Part spoon, part fork.
Big spoon, little spoon.
That's his mother and his father.
And he's on. He or she is on. I see them in chat, so they're good. Next winner. I got 2 to go, right? No. Yep, 2 to go. All right, next winner there. Dave, DM 221532. Dave is usually one of the biggest anti-hero point givers during these fundraisers. He once gave me, oh no, Josh entered the waiting room. He once gave me, he gave me $400 in a donation just to try and kill Casey Brown that one time.
Well, you were serious about letting Josh in this thing?
Yeah.
Gosh,
Oh, gotta go. Time's up.
All right, I got one more.
Time's up.
Last winner here is Savage Baron. There we go. All right.
Hey, Lee.
Congratulations.
Good job, Lee.
Well done.
So
Congratulations to the winners.
Congrats to the winners. Anyone who needs to bolt, I understand. I know that with that, we're going to talk like 5 minutes on Gary Khan because we got everyone here now. I think then we'll right into Darling. So let me.
Jay, would you tell Lindsay that it's not just her that I enjoy seeing go down in flames?
Well, I know that. I know you like to kill off a lot of people. You know, you want me to see.
I have seen one character die for all that. One character. I mean, like, tell me how much I got to pay to kill somebody off.
Well, if you want me to kill off that Greenwood and Eric Mona and all on that Saturday.
I kill off people in my reverse dungeon all the time.
It's a charity. Yes, you need to donate for more points.
That's
to
right.
Jay,
But I
so.
just don't want him to give Ed a long rest. I mean, who does that?
Yeah.
I did that at Gary Con the one time because Ed was whining and you know, I cast all my spells that first fight. This was too hard. I said, Ed, it was your freaking spells I used against you. It's your own fault. Agonizer Scorcher is not a second level spell, Ed. You know, so yeah, so I'm busting Ed Stones right
It
now.
was so
He's
much
not even
fun.
here to
Yeah.
defend. And we'll see here. You know, by the way, I have so many freaking animated emote slots now. I don't know what to do with them. So I'm going all sorts of crazy stuff. I put a Troy Whip in there. I got a Carl Urban head that says "Daddy's Home." I just don't know what else to. I got like 25 of these slots, and I'm just like trying to fill them with as much crazy. I got to kiss
You
the
can't
guns.
have me in the hat. You cannot have me.
No,
in the
I
hat.
don't think anyone. No, that'd be pretty bad animated. So I got all sorts of
Yeah,
stuff.
I have some ideas.
Well, I have this one
Talk to
too.
you
This is
offline.
I have the dreaded F-bomb, which happens on Thursday nights. As you can see, the green gas going. I got a lot of stuff. You know, it's gonna happen. So, all right, let's. While we have the legend himself, Josh here, Zarathon, I'll give you 10 seconds.
10 seconds? I don't know what I could do with 10 seconds. I mean, you know, with 10 seconds, you could do just about anything.
I know your time's almost up.
It's just great that we're doing this all again in the Megastream, you know, for the children, right? And you know, welcome to the new people who are going to be joining us. It's a fun group. I want to just kind of, did we get a shout? Was Greyhawk Reborn on?
Yeah, yes, the entire first hour.
First hour.
I was coming back from Lake Geneva where I was measuring too many things to try and make sure that all your tables are the best possible.
Yes.
But yeah, I would definitely plug getting some of those Greyhawk Reborn games while you're, you know, maybe if there's a stream you're watching and put that in the background too. Those guys, they do a great job of some 5e, and then, you know, just what Carlos was saying, just, you know, publish this stuff. You got people like Troy and Carlos and Jay who, you know, they can, and Lee, Savage Baron, who can get stuff out the door, stand off the serial numbers, and it's out there because there's all these people that are always like, oh, you can't do that, you can't mention the word, you know, and it's like, how about you help me figure out how we can? And everything I heard this evening was about how we can carry on what we love and share it with others if they want that. So looking forward to next weekend.
Yep.
Is it next weekend?
Yeah.
Oh, also
Thursday.
Diamond Badges open for tickets and that's next weekend, along with Founders and Legends tickets this weekend. So if you're going to Founders and Legends and you've got any kind of badge, you can sign up for events. we said there's not going to be any more events. We might add a couple more Founders and Legends events. I might pull something from the vault of the stuff that Troy and Anna and Jay and all of us been working, and Lee has been working on from the Lakofka archive. So we might pull something out of there. I know Garner's got a couple games in for Founders Legends, so you can sign up for them while you're watching Garner stream.
That's
that would
right.
be, wouldn't that just be this nice synergy?
That'd be awesome.
Or Jay's running games at Founders and Legends.
I'm running. And Curtis and Brett are already in the game, but there's 5 open slots for Thurston.
Yeah, sign up for Jay's
3
games
days
in
worth of
Founders
Thurston.
and Legends while you're watching Jay's stream. Yeah, and Anna is going to be. We even worked around Jay's events in Founders and Legends for Curtis and Brett, because they're running Tower of Gygax immediately after Jay's game gets over, and Anna's going to be the first GM of Tower of Gygax.
Oh,
which is
that's cool.
Like the super murder done. I mean, there's a chance of living. But
No,
then
no,
again,
no, no. That
Anna's-
it's not. No, it's not going to
Anna's
happen.
GMing the first round. You're
Yeah,
all
no,
gonna
no, it's
die.
not going to happen. Yeah.
Curtis and Brett are getting stamps, death stamps. They're going to get a live stamp as well, but I don't know if it'll get used. And if you play, you get a D20 that says like got a big G on it and stuff like that. A bunch of other stuff they're doing. It's amazing. The planning they're putting into it, carrying on this tradition of the Tower Gygax, which always anyway.
So
lots more excited. I'll be playing in Darling's game next week, and
Yes.
So spend all your money there. Don't save any for Jay. That's for the children, right? And
Absolutely.
He doesn't need it. He's got plenty of help. Thanks.
So just on this banner right here, I have 7 events, 2 seminars, 5 games that you can get in on. Garner's got 3 events that you can get in on. Carlos has got 3 events she can get in on. Anna's got 3 seminars to watch. Oh, by the way, Anna and I have a seminar with Ed Greenwood. It's going to be the best. It's going to be on his legendary maps going back to 1968.
There's some really good seminars coming.
Phantom NJ's got 3 events. Dave at Guild Spirit's got open play the whole time. Right,
Yeah, we'll
Dave?
be running
Order
some
of the
Shadow
Owl,
Dark.
aren't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I'll be playing with the Owls again, but we'll also be running some Shadow Dark.
Cool.
So hopefully we can get
Curtis,
place in that.
Curtis,
Took a picture of that.
Curtis is running Tower. Is in with Tower Gygax and running something. Well, Greg Johnson, Justinius is running something. Michael Bossberger, Von Molku's running some games, and then we got 3 Slavs members of Slav Squad I'm DMing for, and 2 nuclear meats that are playing in. Where I'm replaying Puppets and then some from the fundraiser from last year, and they're both in that game. So there you go. So that's a lot of what we got going on. Just a minor little thing for the creatives here that we have at Greyhawk. So $5,070 we're up to. We got to crush it up a little bit more within the next week. Yes, we're 1/5
already at $5,000.
$5,070. Yeah,
that's it.
That's it. Oh my God, I didn't see your pockets opening up yet.
I got my own game. I gotta, to play.
So, any last thoughts from anyone in the panel here? Thank you all for coming. This has been fantastic.
Yeah.
Great discussion. We got all the giveaways done. We're going to raid in the Darling. So, Jimmy's like, I just want to get out of here.
Dave, I took a picture of where Order of the Owl sits today, just because it's such a warm and well. If you walk by and they're just like, "Hey, man, do you want to play some Greyhawk with us?" It's like, who are you guys? Just a bunch of people just playing Greyhawk nonstop, all off book. So.
Yep, just off in the corner doing our thing.
There's nothing wrong at all with that, man. That's part of what the charm of Greyhawk is. Charm of GaryCon is. You can just pick up on those tables and play anytime.
Well, and the way Mark runs that game is anybody can sit down and play. It's open to everybody to join, and there's usually, I don't know, Josh, like 8 to 10 people sitting around that table playing, and it's ridiculous.
It just
fun.
seemed you guys were so nice. I wish I would just like to thank all the people that have been coming and joining the Greyhawk, the GaryCon community. Same thing in my mind, and helping out and taking stuff off of my back, because there's just so much to do, and I want to one day play. What?
I said no smirking, Jimmy.
I didn't say a word. I didn't say a word.
I appreciate Jimmy.
I know.
Is wonderful. Garner
Somebody
came, and I was just like, I could not unload stuff onto him.
It's true. So
I hate to say this, but everyone here but G-Dub's going to be there. That's in the screen right now on here, right? All of us.
G-Dub, you're not going to be there.
I don't think I'm gonna be able to swing it this time around.
Yeah,
If there's a surprise, it'll be a happy surprise. But
yeah,
as of right now,
we will miss you. But yep.
How far of a drive is it?
well, I'm in California.
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay,
That's a little bit of a
So
drive there. Huh?
if you want to know the drive, that's gonna be like a couple of weeks.
How far of a walk?
Yeah, I was gonna try and make it easier on you or something, but we also have virtual GaryCon, and there's gonna be
There's virtual games too.
Yeah, and if you're saying, oh, I can't come, we get you hooked up with that, and run some games, watch. We're gonna have some streaming content, right, Jimmy?
Yeah.
Right, Garner?
Just a little.
Absolutely.
Yeah, we'd love to, have people involved if anyone wants to do any streaming,
Yep.
and or games.
And the March to Gary Con.
The March
Right.
to Gary
So
Con.
Yep.
that's a good thing to bring up.
Wow! Megalon just donated $500.
Oh, thank you.
That's
Alright.
that's for the players in Darling's game.
No, that's for me in my game against Ed.
Wow.
Well, I'm definitely making a note of virtual GaryCon.
Yeah.
Virtual GaryCon question mark?
Yeah. So if you need to reach out to any of these great people on Discord, I'll connect you because we're person to person.
GW, just so you know, it's a 23-hour drive straight from Irvine, California to
Okay, that's awesome.
Goodness.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know if it's at Irvine, but I'm just throwing that out there. Not that I've ever done that before.
I would
Never,
love to do it.
never.
So yeah, we can do it. You can just pop over the mountains and pick me up on the way and we can go.
So Little Bird and Coco are driving together from Alabama. It's like 11, 12 hours.
Wow.
That's still not the same.
They're
That's
just-
still and it's a mountain drive too.
They're next door to me, and I may end up driving just because I'm going to be there for 2 weeks, but we'll see how that works out.
Hell no. I'm flying to Chicago.
It's
Anyway, you can see that we obviously aren't a welcoming crowd. We want all of you to come. And if you can't, we want you playing virtually. There's a lot of games going in. DM Greg is doing an awesome job at getting the virtual play stuff. Garner, Jimmy, and Matt are doing an awesome job of getting some really great programming together for the March to GaryCon and for the during GaryCon stuff. Please, if you want to get involved, let us know. Reach out to comms at GaryCon.com or streaming at GaryCon.com, and somebody will get back to you. And if they don't, Josh at GaryCon.com, and I'll go kick some butt for y'all. So thanks.
Just don't run out of duct tape.
Natalie bought multicolored duct tape.
That's perfect.
Oh, good. Yep.
Because I always need it. All right, everyone. Final thoughts. We'll be shouting out some people here. Carlos, any final thoughts? Garner, any final thoughts? Tim or Dave?
I just have one actually.
Please.
For some reason, we've been talking a lot about publication right now, and please feel free to reach out to me. Anybody in the community that wants to talk about publication. I mean, I can't necessarily answer all your questions, but I can get you started in the right direction and tell you what's worked for me. And we're all part of the same community. I'm more than happy to help any of you guys that needs it.
Absolutely.
So
thank you.
Carlos is a master at it too.
Great stuff too. All the
thank you.
Yeah, I just
Slave Lord stuff.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
Carlos's stores. I just under that modules one is right there. You can click on that. You can see everything that's available.
Jimmy, you were using a bunch of it in your Slave Lords campaign.
You were talking about the Dungeon and Alchemist. Carlos, I put your A5 dungeon in Alchemist for the girls when we played on stream.
Wow.
Oh, wow.
Using a bunch of that stuff.
Oh, did anybody live?
That was a misprint.
Did
It's
anybody
5e.
live?
It's 5e, so you
never
basically
mind.
live. Okay.
Never
just stop
mind.
there.
Dang, the
Yes.
salts. The salts.
Never mind.
Us old schoolers are a little offended, but that's okay.
You'll get over it.
We'll get that's it. We all can all exist in the same playing field in the same
could
world.
kill
I'm not
everybody
even
in
running
5
D&D
seconds.
this year.
I'm trying not to. So
I don't
Shots
consider
fired,
what
sorry.
Carlos and I do. I don't want to get off a tangent, but I don't consider what Carlos and I and Stefan Picorni and all the old schoolers I consider our D&D, not WotC's, not Hasbro's, our D&D. Right? Does that make sense?
Yeah, I get it, and I can see that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Beyond Edition.
Right. Yeah. Absolutely.
Yeah.
40 years ago. Just that's my God, we're old. Oh my God. Okay. So thank you all. Really appreciate it. Even Josh, thanks for hopping on.
Great to
See everybody next weekend.
Next weekend, we wrap this up. Same time, Sunday night, 7:00. Normally have some late, over the top. It usually comes in donations at that point. So we'll be here, as Stronghold finishes, as Dave from Guild Superior finishes in to the 7:00 wrap up show. See where we are, have some fun with seeing if we
Try to be sober.
Yeah. Yes. It's going to be a long weekend. If you need to get in touch with me the next 3 days, it's going to be really hard. That's why I had to stuff everything into this weekend. Real life calls. I'm going to be down in Richmond, Virginia for 3 days for work. And then I'll be back Thursday for when the fundraiser actually starts. So we'll see you all Thursday night, 7:30 Thursday night, 7 or 7:30 Thursday night. Carlos and I will be on kicking off day one. So see you all soon. All right.
Yep.
All right. Have a good one.
Yep.
Bye, everybody.
See y'all. Am I got the wrong button?
We
got. Darling's gonna get a monster boatload of a raid here. So everyone sit tight, please.
We love it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Get in chat and go boo. Hey, she'll paint something.
I still laugh at your fat finger emoji. It's so funny.
Wrong button.
Yeah. It's neat.
131, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Everyone have a great night. We'll see you in a couple days.
Oh, I thought we were out. I'm sorry.
No, that's all right.
No, he does open mic.
The mics are always hot around here.
Exactly. I mean, we've gone into trouble, all of us, for it. So yeah.
And I'm always in trouble. You know that, right?
Oh yeah. But I'm a good second. So yeah.
Hey, great to see everybody. Really excited to be part of this.
Make sure this goes off.